Well, we might as well start, folks. Good morning, everybody. Sorry, I'm a little late today. Let's bring it in. Here we go. How's it going, everybody? Good to have you here. Yes, I'm sorry, I'm running a little bit behind today. Just got sidetracked is pretty much all it is. So, but here we are. Good to have you, friends. Spam Demager is here. Cool. Nice to have you here, my friend. Slashing Lake. Mo, of course, Mo, always welcome. Thank you very much. Hello. And yeah, just running a little bit behind today. And misplaced some things, and basically, it's one of those mornings. At least it's better than yesterday. Yesterday I was stuck with a migraine all day. So yeah, that was fun. Got rid of the migraine, but you have that after effect. If you've ever had a migraine or a really, really bad headache, you finally get rid of it, but it's like your brain is sore after that. Your head is sore all day. And there's just, you're down and out. That's pretty much it for you for the rest of the day. So yeah, one of those things. So we're back to No Man's Sky, guys. We're going to do a little bit of the Fugitive Run that I started not too long ago. We're going to try to continue on. I saw Jason was doing his yesterday. He's still looking for glyphs after almost 25 hours. It's a little bit concerning, to say the least. Delta Bravo, good to have you here. Thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate you being here. So I do have to duck out for about 90 minutes or so, but I'll be back. That's a promise and a threat. Indeed, it is a promise and a threat, because I know you're there to make sure I stay in line and focused on what I should or shouldn't be doing. Yeah, looks like a war zone on my glasses. It's okay. I can still see all right. We'll deal with that. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get this started. We may have some newcomers in the chat, guys. I just want to give you a heads up. There's been some people in Jason's chat, even Katrian this morning when she was in there was a couple new people there too. So there's some new people floating around No Man's Sky. I've been playing a little bit now, and they may need a little bit of TLC, a little bit of assistance and learning how to play the game, and they'll have questions. So let's help them out, as we usually do. I've already boasted about how great the chat groups are on all of our streams, and how great the people are. That you guys really do help out a lot. Things sometimes I don't. So there is that. So let me switch over. I'm going to try to switch over to there now. What seems to be happening with No Man's Sky, it doesn't like to play with other programs on occasion. So if I tab out of OBS and switch over to No Man's Sky, it's a possibility it could just go and just crash on me. So we'll just restart it, no big deal. So let's switch over first. There we go. I'm not going to get any timers going or anything like that. Yep, as expected, No Man's Sky just crashed. Let me just give it a few seconds. Yep, Steam recognizes that it's closed, so we'll go ahead and restart it, no big deal. Just one of those things. That's why whenever I'm chatting to you guys, I'm usually doing it on my little cell phone over here, and that's where I have to do it. Hello, games. All right. I don't know if it's, and honestly, I know I'm blaming No Man's Sky. I can't back that up. I don't know what it is. It could be OBS just doesn't like it and says, shuts it down. I don't know. Could be Windows, doing it. Who knows? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. All right, so we're going to be playing this. We're going to be doing that's a different challenge I'm doing. Shh. You guys know nothing about it. And here is our load save for our Permadeath. And Permadeath, you can see right here, Permadeath, it says it right there too. We are on a separate planet right now. And like I said, we're doing a Fugitive Run. Now, the rules are down below. I've got those rules set up. We've gone through all of them. We've checked all the boxes at this point. We've got everything except the glyphs. We're still looking for graves. We need at least, I keep saying 5. I'd settle for 3 at this point, to be honest with you. The way we're going, we found 1, I think, all total, and that kind of sucks. So we'll see how it goes here. 07 and Namare. I love the way you put that, Delta. That was really cool. All right, so let's get started on this. Click, and we're going to get into it. I'm already 16 hours into it. We still haven't found enough graves to satisfy the rules. So we'll see how that goes. And again, thank you all for joining me this morning. Early. I'm starting early today because I got some plans this afternoon with the family, and I want to make sure that everything's wide open for that. So here we are next to our wonderful ship on this ugly, ugly planet, and I'm already about to be accosted by a storm as soon as I appear. I love that. I just love it. All right. So anyway, we're letting our toxic protection fall a little bit, but we need to take a quick look around and see if there's anything to see as far as graves are concerned. Now, No Man's Sky has updated. The bugs, hopefully, Views of it. Oh yeah, it is. You're right. Well, let's see if it crashes or not. Hold on. I'm going to do this. All right. We'll do that. I don't know why that happened. Thank you for saying something. There, is that a little better for you? Oh, that's why. OBS updated. It's not crashing. All right, we're good. We're good. All right. So yeah, thank you. Thank you for saying something, Sai, because I don't usually stare at OBS the whole time. Obviously, I'm not playing through OBS. That wouldn't make sense, though it brings up an interesting idea. But never mind, that's not important. So yeah, I don't know what I'd be looking at if that happens. So good, good. Thank you for mentioning something here. I want to go back to my log here. I want to do that. I noticed community research is back into the mix here. Up to 62% on tier 3. That's good to know. We don't need a rebel star anymore. There's nothing I can do about it. I can't stop it. So, hey, Jed, good to have you here. Thank you very much for joining us, my friend. All right, so we are back. Now, I'm trying to decide. We are in, let's go back into the discoveries area. We're in this system here that has 2 planets. And we're trying to run around on a planet that, you know, we have good protection on, things like that. But that is smaller and we can discover perhaps some graves on. I'm going to start with staying on foot. I remember we landed on this planet and decided, okay, we're going to stop here. So let me just jump out of the ship. We're going to take a look around again. I'm going to head in a direction. We'll just head in a northerly direction for now. I'm finding that, and I don't need a lot of upgrades anymore. I should have, I don't know why I just hit that. Probably because I've been playing a lot of Dune lately. Don't tell anybody. I don't have any toxic protection. I could have swore I'm hitting my eye for my inventory. That tells you something right there. I don't have toxic protection. I have radiation protection. All right, good deal. I've got this in my inventory too. I've got stuff in my inventory I didn't realize I had, and I don't know why I'm keeping it, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and get walking, and we'll come back to the ship. Let's make sure the ship has a good amount of... Yep, it didn't. I'm going to go ahead and use one of my radiant shards, because that's a lot of pugnium to have to use. And that way, when we need to call in the ship, we can. All right, so northeasterly direction here. Who else we got? Miyogi, good to have you here. Thanks for joining us. The most brilliant and awesome Miyogi. We thank you very much for being here, my friend. That is a very, very smart and intelligent fellow right there. Muscles have memory. Who knew? Or memory has muscles? Which way is it? I don't know. I'm not sure, guys. I should probably be picking up some plants along the way so I can get a little more protection. But you know what? While I'm here and looking around for graves, just like Jason was doing, I'm going to go ahead and keep an eye open for buried tech and see if I can find myself a nice toxic protection upgrade. Bless, I'm humbled. It's good to have you here, man. How we doing on sodium? Let's check real quick. We got a good amount of sodium. We don't need a ton of it. Oxygen levels are pretty decent, 340. We still have a little bit of dioxide we can blow through, so that's nice. That should probably be more than enough. What are we up to? 495. Okay, we're good. And I'm always going to keep an eye open because we don't know when we're going to come across something that we need. Excuse me, sir. Started a new playthrough and I've noticed graves haven't been showing up that much like they used to. I think that's what it is. And I put that theory out there at one point there, Jed, that maybe graves are just a little less findable than they used to be. I think that's what it is. I don't think it's anything that we need to be too concerned about, except that when we're doing these stinking runs, we may have to limit ourselves to the amount of graves we can find. I think the days of finding like 10 graves on a planet are long gone. I don't think we're going to have that anymore. There we go. I did that purposely. I was looking for something here. Do we have any batteries? We do. I'll use one of the batteries. And I haven't seen any sentinels. Not that I have been looking for them, but I'll get that while I'm here.
Toxic protection falling.
Yeah, just coming back to this, I would love to be playing, honestly, I mean, I hate to say this out loud, it's horrible to say it, but I would love to be playing Dune right now. I've been having a blast with it. It has been great. Working my way through it, I am nowhere near what everybody else is doing with it, so... And that's just ancient data, okay. Every 5 to 10 planets now? 1? How are you looking for them, Jet? Are you flying overhead in your ship, or are you doing it on foot like I'm doing right now? I'm curious about that. I'm very, very curious. Hey, we got ourselves a sentinel. Lots of plants there, so unfortunately they're blocking out everything I can possibly see. It is what it is. Starship launch fuel, always handy. I don't think I can use any of it. Actually, I can't. So, let's get in here and get rid of it. Oh, we needed to find an A-class ship. That's right. I think, if I'm not mistaken, our ship is only B? Yeah. So we need an A-class ship. To get the B to A, we need 25,000 nanites. But we are pretty freaking close if you think about it. We ought to just look for all the animals on this planet, too, while we're at it. Plus, it'll give me money, so... How many animals we got here? Of course I'm getting toxic detection.
Toxic protection falling.
Hate those storms. Drive me nuts. Hey, little guy. There was a little guy right there. There he is. Look at that. Tiniest little guy I've seen in a while. Oh, I'm addicted. I don't know how else to put it to you about Dune, man. I'm addicted to it. I think it's a grind. I will let you know if you guys haven't seen or heard anything else. It is a grind. There's a lot of grinding you're doing and finding materials and stuff like that. I still don't have an ornithopter after all this time. So let's go ahead and get my there, protection up. What are we up to? 5 of 7. We got 2 more to get. Let's just check real quick where they are. Underground, underground. Okay, so that makes it easy. And we do need to hit a cave sooner or later, so we'll be doing that in a minute. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun playing it. I've got to admit, I don't have the great base building abilities of most of these people. You see these extravagant bases, and I'm like, nope, I'm just going to be very, very, logical layout, try to get everything packed into the smallest base I possibly can type thing. So, hey, One Thumb, good to have you here. Captain Steve, yeah, Captain of the Steves needs to hear about that. You're right. I will drop a line. If he's curious about it. Has he put a post or anything out about that, Miyogi? Has he done a video, anything like that? Because I can keep my eyes peeled and check out his channel real fast. Not right now, of course, but you know what I mean. I need caves. Is that buried? Yes, it is. We'll head there first. Yep, we got a cave right here. All right, and jettison pod. That doesn't help me any. Let's hit the buried cache first. I'm sure we'll find caves elsewhere. We need to get some more batteries. Morning, Slashing. Good to have you here. On the run again. Hey, Starduster. Good to see you. What did we get out of that, anyway? Rusted metal. Goodbye. I don't need that. Alright. That's a buried cache right in front of me. Out in front of them. And out in front of them. And I'm still not seeing a grave. Jed, did you answer that? I was doing it on foot, but then it was taking so long, so I did it in my ship. Just testing things out to see what was going on. Alright. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Okay. I may just switch over to ship here in just a little bit to see if I can find some stuff. Mineral records are giving me more nanites, so I'm just going to continue doing that. Let's go ahead and do the subterranean relic over there. Is that another one real close by? Yes, it is. Right there. Okay. Silver. Don't need it. There's no use in even hanging on to it. We already got a debris. We got a building right there, and it's already telling us it's debris. I'll head over there because there will most likely be a cave there as well. At least I got a good jetpack upgrade. More nanites. More storm. Is debris over here? Where's the debris? Looking for the debris. Where did it go? Is that it? There it is. Alright, we'll head that way. We're going to use sodium this time because I waited just a touch too long. Alright, I am starting early today, yes. I've got a bunch of stuff to take care of this afternoon. Got some family things going on. Believe it or not, we're going bowling. I probably won't be bowling, but I'm going bowling. I'll be there for the kids, you know. My back can't handle bowling anymore. Ooh, Fecium. Yuck. More nanites. Okay, got a cave? No cave? We'll go here. That looks like a decent cave to go to. What am I missing? Wasn't his type of game? That's okay. I understand that. I mean, I've seen some of the games he's played, so I kind of get it. You know, it's understandable. Hey, cave. Alright. Let me just get in far enough. There we go. And was there somebody on the outside of this? We do want to look everywhere when we're looking for underground creatures, because they can appear on the surface, as we all know. This is not a very big cave, though. That I can see, anyway. I may have to go deeper into it in order to discover if it actually gets someplace. Oh, no, it might be big enough. I'd say that's pretty decent size. What do you think? But the cave needs to remain cave. When it gets down to ground level like that, and you got stuff that you see on the surface, it doesn't really work very well. I think they did something with the generation of when you go to the planets, too, because I'm finding planets from things all over now. It's not just the same few planets. Yes, I've noticed that. So I've landed on planets that are like really rocky, and I've landed on some that look absolutely Earth-like, if you will. They may be cold or toxic or anything like that, but they got that hilly and mountainous terrain with plains areas and stuff like that, and valleys. It's really something else. I like watching them like this, but it's just kind of relaxing. Well, it's good to have you here, Happy. Thank you very much for being here. They are pretty good long plays, you know, because basically we can also interact with people while we're doing it. You know, once we get past those first stages of I'm going to die soon and get past that, we're pretty cool after that. So, Jed, I may be taking your advice and actually going ahead and doing a little bit of a flyover. I could identify these guys, but I'm not. They don't have secondary elements, and I'm just interested in making a few batteries. That's all. What are we up to? 146? 7? 8, 9, 50. 60. All right, well, 60's good. How much ferrite we have? Nowhere near enough. That's okay. Okay. How much cobalt do we have left? I think we're out of cobalt, too. Well, that's good. So we need some ferrite dust. Let's get rid of this spot so we don't have to worry about that anymore. Let me guess. It's left me with 1, right? All right. So we're done with that. Good. Live ammunition. We got this to put in my ship. I got to remember to put that in the ship. Let me put it someplace where I can see it. I put stuff down here that I'm going to keep on my person. This is selling. Those are selling. Let's just put these over here in line so I know I'm selling all this crap. Let's put you down here. I'm doing a little of Jason reorganization here. Okay, we just need to get some ferrite. All right. And you've been doing a new Permadeath playthrough. Okay, very good. So that really helps a lot having you here. Thank you. Yeah, it is bedrock. So I'm probably not going to find anything. I know how to keep score in bowling. You're an asset. If you know how to keep score, yes. I've been, you know, you got to remember, Gen X people, we didn't have a whole lot of extra entertainment. There was no such thing as the internet back then. So we did other things outdoors. And we went places to do things. So bowling was one of those things we did. Especially, we did it a lot when I was a kid. My dad was majorly into bowling, so we did that a lot. I don't know if he ever scored a 300, but, you know, a perfect game, as they say, but he would get in the 200s on a regular basis, so he was pretty good. So that cave was useless to me. Useless, I say, in a kind of an odd mood. The day after a migraine for me is also an odd day, because if I wake up and I feel good, it's like, it's euphoric. So, no automatic scoring back then either. Correct. Everything was on with a piece of paper and a pencil. And unless it was verified by someone who worked at the bowling alley, you even if you thought you got a 300, they would have had to be there to see it in order to make it official. It was crazy. Oh, hello. Get away from him. All right, let's take another quick peek around. We are not finding what we're looking for at all here. Let me get some rocks. I could do it from my ship, but, you know, I've got a pretty decent mining laser here, so those are carbon. We don't need carbon, we need rock. I would like to find the last couple guys here. And I don't need the extra items from these guys. Right, Fugitive Run, right. I was looking at that going, this is abandoned, what is that ship doing? And I'm like, oh, wait, stop. Calm down. It's all good. You're okay, Paul. For just a moment, it was like, that's wrong! Alright, here we go. There's some rocks right here, and I don't have any sentinels watching me at the moment, so that's good. Plus, you got these little rocks on the ground here. Sometimes they give out crystals a little bit easier. I'm not seeing any at the moment, but that's okay. I love this mining beam. It's still really low. It's not even anywhere close to overheating, which I think is hilarious. We can carry 500, so we're going to get up as high as I can get here. There we go. Alright, we got a little pure ferrite. I don't need that. 467, I think we're okay. Alright, and we've got what looks like an abandoned building up ahead. We'll check it out. Again, Fugitive Run, I'm not allowed to enter the building, but I can at least take a look at it. It's odd that I can tell that it was an abandoned building, too. Isn't it? But buildings tend to, like I said, buildings tend to have a nice cave near them, so usually a pretty decent deep cave. And maybe we can find our... and we're going to try that trick that we were told last time by Exilus. So what we're going to do is I'll create some food. We'll drop it in the cave. So after we found the first creature that we've been looking for, we'll drop some food in the cave, a few of them, and then we'll jump in and out of our ship for a save point and reload and see if that works again. I am very curious about that. And I don't see a freaking cave anywhere. It lied to me. How many ships have I found? Oh, good grief. You mean crash ships? I found a whole bunch. If I remember on this particular save, I found a ton of haulers, is what I found. So, and I've sold all of them, for the most part. I've kept one or two extra ships because now I have my big ship and everything like that. Ah, there's the cave area. I was wondering about that. It should be up here. So this is the cave area, so to speak. So a lot of these materials, minerals, and stuff like that we're going to find on the ground outside are normally found in a cave. And hopefully we'll find more. I should probably turn on the little... that's not what I'm looking for. Hold on, I know it's one of these buttons. There we go. Turn on my headlamp so you guys can see a little bit. See, like those? We can see those, so that's what I'm hoping, that we'll find a creature to drop in on us. But nothing here. Oh, there's one. He's at 90. That means he's underground. Let's go down, shall we? Get rid of those so they don't affect me. Alright. So we got one creature we can get. Oh, there we go. Entrance to a cave. And let's see if... There we go. There's one. That's an inorganic object because he stepped behind it. Alright. So we got one more we need to find. So we're going to test the theory out. Looks like we have an unknown building over there too, by the way. Let's go ahead and exit. Let's find an exit. It'd be great if we could go upwards and find an exit. Hey, buddy. You're the one I found, right? Yes. Nope. That's not even going upwards. It'd be funny if they just showed up, that extra creature, but I don't think we're going to find the underground creature in here that we're looking for. So let's go up. And I just want to find an entrance because it would make things 10 times easier to do this. That's not the entrance. Okay, so we got some... We've made ourselves an entrance. That'll work. Alright. Okay, dig. The world wasn't a toxic hellhole or... Yeah, I know, Exilus. Tell me about it. Good to have you here, by the way. We were just talking about you. Alright, so... Do we have any food? No, we don't? Let's make some. I think we can make it. Yes, we can. Okay. And you notice we're running low on carbon. I'm just going to make the 5, and we're going to try this out. One more quick peek through here. We got to land our ship, so I'm going to go ahead and land our ship real quick. Okay, let's see. All right. Hey, buddy. Yep, I know. Alright. So let's get the food going. One more quick peek. We don't have any red dots anywhere, right, guys? No red dots. And... let me see if I assigned it to something. No, I didn't. I'm going to assign this to number 4, so that way it's just easier to go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. And while they're doing that, I'm going to go back out in my ship. Save point, and we're going to try reload. And just this is more of a test, and we're going to see how it works. No red dots. That's right, Chad. The theory is that if you put some food down and you reload and go back down, is the animal you're missing will appear. And we don't have to do much except drop back down in there and take a look. So we dropped food here, remember? Of course you remember. You were just here a second ago, right? And I'm going to look all over because they could just appear on the surface on occasion. Alright, I'm getting all the green ones this time. So maybe we need a different cave. We're testing out your theory about dropping the food down in here and reloading. So that was your idea. And it did work. That one time we did it, it worked perfectly fine. But I think what happened here is that we've already got a bunch of animals that are appearing here to begin with, and it's not showing us the other one. So I don't know if we have to be deeper down or in a different type of cave system. And I want to check out the building over there. Okay. So, did not work this time. No big deal. I do need some carbon. I didn't realize I was so low on carbon, but... And I think these guys are carbon, aren't they? Let's get a little bit of carbon just to get ourselves back up to snuff. And these give a pretty good amount of carbon, too. So, we're already almost 200 now. I don't need any of that stuff. I love this mining beam. This is one of the things I love the most about these particular mining beams, is that they mine so fast, and the levels keep really... almost 500, good grief. Gotta do the dance emoji while tossing the food around. Oh, stop it. Doesn't work constantly, it's just a random from what I've seen. Okay, well, that's alright. That's okay. I'll take one more look around. I don't see any red dots. We're getting the one animal, we aren't getting the second one, and we're going to try to save up enough nanites at this point to maybe upgrade our B-class ship to an A-class. And if we can do that, that's part of my rule. I decided I wanted to try that to make it a little bit more difficult to say that, you know, you can't go to the center without an A-class ship. You have to have an A-class. Doo-doo. Let's see what this building is. Alright, it's just a plaque. Alright, so we're going to go this way, and we'll just watch our radar at this point. I'm not interested in finding any ships at this point. We're just going to look for any graves. And unfortunately, it requires a slow flyover to find anything. Random is the randomness. Ah, yes. Yes, the best part of randomness is randomness. Okay. Hey, whatever floats your boat, you know. And Jed, do you have any more insight into us finding a grave in any better method at this point? I know that from a ship, you have to be really close to it in order to find it. Whereas when you're on foot, you need to be... You can be upwards of like 850 meters away. So I am curious about that. Units? Let's just say units. I don't know if they're meters or not. And you scan things, you just did, you know, just kind of this. Alright. What I would like to do, and I've done this before, you guys have seen me do it, is we can find a moon. A low atmo moon. We can just jetpack all day on a low atmo moon and find something. Yep, wish I could use you, man. Fugitive Run, can't use you. Of course, I'll laugh if we find one this way, but whatever. Oh, good to know. Yes, please tell her we're thinking of her, my friend. She sounded a little better? Okay, great. Oh, another thing too, guys, if you already have pegged a building while you're on foot, a lot of times any newer buildings that pop up will automatically appear on your radar, so you don't have to scan for them. Minor settlement. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Love to do that. Another plaque, that's good. And it's so easy to... Oh, it's a... Hey, I'll take that, actually. She was so happy. She's tough and brave and still picking on me. Well, that's good. That's good. She should be picking on you. You deserve to be picked on, of course. That has nothing to do with anything. You got to be up in the air low enough, but low enough where you can scan. Yeah, I know what you mean there, Jed. Honeyest pill, but sentinel ship. Absolutely no wings, no fins, no nothing. Oh, yeah, basically, yeah, one engine. Happy, I'm telling you, those are what we call just a box. You're just flying a little, you know, a single unit trailer around in the sky. That's what we call the trailer park version of the unit. Not that there's anything wrong with staying in a trailer park, I'm just saying. It's a box. You're flying a box through the air. A box car, if you will. That'll be great. Alright, so we need, obviously, some sodium nitrate. Let me go ahead and get that going. Sodium. Oh, I already have sodium nitrate. Awesome. I didn't need to do that then. I didn't realize I had some. Yep, there it is right there. Alright, let's do one of you and one of you. Okay. Let's get our extra spot in our inventory. We've been working on this one. I'm going to go ahead and fill this out over here. There is an upgraded slot over here, a supercharged slot over there, but I don't think I really don't need it, to be honest with you. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill it in over here for now, and then we're going to work on our inventory down here. Well, that was a grave mistake. There, gosh darn you. Flying around my Amazon package. There you go. I like that. And since I'm here and we're on the ground, we'll take a quick look around. We still want to find, see what I mean about finding a building that's 899 units away, and it's pinging it for me. I love it. Yeah, I don't see anything else around the area, so I guess I know which way we're going. We should go... We just passed that, actually. We just passed those buildings because we were heading northeast. We're headed this way. So... Or was it northwest? I don't remember anymore. Who cares? Let's just keep going. I think I landed in the direction I was going, so there you go. Huh. I got sick and tired of animals coming in my bases all the time, so I started building bases on top of the minor settlements. You know what I do, honestly, for that, Jed? I've got the frame. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but one of the items you can get is the square frame that comes with all the cuboid building materials. So I'll build a frame first, if I can get that early on, and then build my base on top of it, and just build stairs going up to it. And they can all just run around underneath it if they want, the animals, and they never come inside. That way you're just one level up. You can leave them there. It kind of gives it a strange look to it, like a more... what's the word I'm looking for? More industrial look to it, if you will. Look at that. Speaking of industrial. Landing platform. So that's always a good way to go. I built one on a tower. A bloody freighter tried to drag me into space. Hey, look at that. Another plaque. What is with these plaques? We do need to land and find ourselves a deeper cave at this point. We want to find that one last animal because those extra nanites will come in handy. Okay, so there is one of those factories. Actually, that's got the ball on it, so that's actually an observatory. Oh, there was a cave there. No big deal. Still not seeing anything. If you guys happen to see it and I miss it, by all means yell at me. It just means reversing, track and going back the other way a little bit, but I don't see anything thus far. Another building, look at that. Isn't that funny? Okay. That's a big cave system right there, though. Interesting. And a lot of caves around here. Why don't we do that? Let's come back around. We'll point in the right direction. We want to get that one last animal. There we go. How's my landing look? Looks okay. We'll use another shard. Good morning, Sugar Rat. Sorry to wake you up so early, man. I met a fella over last couple days, Sugar Rat, who told me he's worked at this place I'm at for 50 years and told me all kinds of history of Kentucky. Some scary stuff. I'm sure it's stuff that you're already familiar with. So, yeah. Love to share those stories with you sometime. Stuff I can't unhear, let's put it that way. But I guess, every place has their stories. Alright, so I'm not getting it. This is a good cave to find animals in. There we go. I think, personally... I don't know, you think we should try it here? There we go. Get rid of those guys real quick. I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to do that, man. That'll be pretty good. 50 years is what... You know what? I've run into about 4 different people who've been there for 50 years. And the question of course, you're going to ask anybody that's worked at a company that long, you're like, so, you ever worked anywhere else? And the answer you get back is no. Every time. Although, some of them tell me they've had part-time jobs elsewhere. And then it becomes the plethora of part-time jobs that they've done on the side on occasion. And this guy loves woodworking. He also loves hunting as well. He does a lot of hunting. So I think you two would get along excellently. I don't think you're related, though. Let me see here. Got another building right over there, too. Alright, I'm not seeing the animals I thought I would see in this cave. So, maybe I need to check out a different one. Let's go over here. Yeah, tell me about it. He loves it all. He's talked about hunting squirrels and hunting deer and hunting everything else under the sun. Stuff I've never even heard of. I didn't think there were names for certain animals, and he knew them. So, whatever. Alright, let's go inside this one. Ooh, okay, this is different. So the thing about this cave is it's got a lot of stuff in it, too. You got a lot of the subterranean relics in it, too. So if you wait long enough, sometimes those red dots will just appear. A lot of flyers out there. I really want to find this one last animal. Like I said, we need that 20,000. That's called house cleaning right there. I used to be an investigator. We're chasing someone in the U.S. Oh, yeah. You told me about that one. The governor's mansion. But maybe he was the guy you were looking for. Hey, it's a politician after all. I'm not saying, and I can't back that up, obviously, but you never know, man. Alright, I'm getting myself dizzy trying to look through all this. I would have thought something would have appeared down here. I thought this cave went down pretty good. It does go down pretty good. But I don't see anything. No animals coming up or showing up. Alright, so should we try it? Maybe this is the cave that will have it. Maybe we'll give it a shot. Let's see what happens here. I got plenty. So, let's bring the ship over. I'm actually going to fly the ship over. I'll fly the ship over here rather than calling it in. Because I have a pretty decent jetpack now. Yeah, it goes down pretty good, so I'm going to try that one out. I accidentally dialed the Russian embassy trying to use a prepaid phone card. Who are you looking for? Oh, okay, right here. Okay, we'll try Exelus's ID again. I didn't see any bedrock. Nope, no bedrock this time. Oh, hello. Okay, that's just another animal. Nothing special. Okay, we got animals above the surface here in other places. Obviously, the flyers. Alright, so let's give it a shot. I'm going to step into the cave, right? Step into the cave, right? Okay, good. Okay, we're all out. In, out, restore point, reload. Let's see what happens. No water around. No water around. Actually, Ed and Ab's dad. Had to figure that one out. We already checked the discoveries in here, and it tells us that the last one is underground. It's rare, though, so we may not see it. Where's my cave? There it is. Oh, we see, and I saw something. For just a moment. Somebody had a question mark, but I don't see the underground animals. I was really hoping to get one to pop up. Bigger cave systems really work out much, much better, but let me try going further down. Let's go over here. Grrr. If I get this last animal, we can leave this planet behind. But I don't see anybody. And it looks like a good planet. I mean, a good cave system to get animals in. Here's your bedrock over there. Here's bedrock that we're standing on at the moment. Now, I'm far from the food that we dropped in. But we're low enough down that anything appearing further up should not get in the way. Probably should have came down here first right away. Alright. And it didn't say any hemisphere either. It didn't say, like, only in the northern hemisphere or something like that. So we know that that's not the case. Problem with doing this is that you get turned around, you don't know where your ship is. I know where it is, but, you know, my famous last words come to mind. Okay, let's go this way. Alright, I think this one is a lost cause. Of course, it'll probably appear at the opening. One's at the close. Yep. And usually, if I see an animal running around around the fringes, I usually get, oh, is that it? Nope, it's not it. All right, call this one.
Toxic protection falling.
That's a good point. Curious deposits, you mean? Because then I have to stand still for a long time and wait for them, 20 minutes for them to get a full load undone. And you don't get enough nanites from it to really call it. You get about 2,000 nanites from it. Finding animals on planets can sometimes be quicker. Anomalous planets would be pretty good, right? Oh, Got a station there. You know what? I'll land here anyway. We can't use the landing pad, so we got to go past it a little bit. There we go. I'll check one more time. No backpack refiner. Can't get one unless I find one in the wild, so to speak. So there's plenty of caves over here, like this. And this is a great place for an animal to show up. And actually, this might work right here, Exilus, if I'm not mistaken, because this is one of those exposed caves. So I'll try it again. I got plenty of carbon, and I can get more, you know what I mean? Hey, Miriam, good to see you. Thank you very much for joining. I'm doing pretty well. Doing good today. I do have the occasional migraine or two once in a while, so I have suffered from one yesterday, but doing much better today. I'm in that euphoric aftermath the next day of feeling pretty darn good. So, alright, let's go ahead and do this. 1, 2, 3. Launch that one a little further, and launch that one. Okay, ship. Hopefully this isn't too far away. Reload. I gotta get to options. There we go. Yeah, that's true, Ed. I've learned that. I used to have a planet where I had this huge deposit. I had like 25 curious deposit balls, and I made a teleporter pads that you just ping, 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 all the way out about 700, 800 units. Ping, 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 come back. It would take you about 20 seconds, if that. And it saved you on fuel, so you wouldn't have to worry about fuel or anything like that later on for your ship. So it was really, really cool. Problem was when Worlds 1 update came out, it nerfed the heck out of it, and it was down to like 6 curious deposits, and I was like, ugh. So I don't usually rely on them too often. On this planet, I don't know if they have any. A wandering spore cloud. Yeah, I realize that, thanks.
Toxic protection falling.
I'll hit this while I'm over here. Ooh, poop. Yay. More nanites. Is it following me? No, it died. Okay, good. Alright. No animals in this cave, apparently, even though it's a really nice cave system and exposed. I expected animals to show up, so this one's going to be a tough one to get. So let's go do a little more searching for graves. Tainted metal is actually, yes, it's a good source of, nanites. East, north, there we go. There's our rock, that was a rock. And another building. I want to get that last animal, but I'm getting to get to the point that as rare as it is, this may be a lost cause, and we can, you know, just call it a day. What we can do, if we can find a low atmo moon and start jetpacking around it, we'll find a lot of buried tech usually and stuff like that will give us nanites. But heck, I would just go with one extra grave at this point. It'd be fantastic. I don't even know if I've found any graves on this one. I'm going to check that in a minute. A lot of caves here. There's at least 2 that I can see. It's really dark. Wish I could turn on like the high beams on this thing and just, you know. Oh, it's a trade ball. Well, that's good. Nope, can't use a trade ball. Can't use the trade ball. I got to remember that. That's for an abandoned station at some point. That is our underground. Oh, there he is. There he is. We just found him.
Units received.
Fantastic. Okay, we're good. 1,750 more nanites. I have over 19,000 now. Excellent. Another thing we can do, and I can put this down real quick, is if you're not looking for ships and you've already left the system or something like that, you can take that brain that I've got in here, the Hyalane brain that we've never done anything with, and it turns into 230 nanites. It just takes 30 seconds to do. So that's a quick way to get some nanites out of those if you want to farm them. Now, if you don't mind glitch duplicating them, you can do them in large batches and just start dumping them in, and within a couple moments, you'll have all the nanites you need. That's for the animal lover in all of us. 9 planets now. Okay, hold on. Yep, that's done. So I'll go ahead and grab that. That gives me the last of my carbon and 230 more nanites. Hang on a second. Let me jump in the ship to get a little more protection here. So, main page, claim the nanites, white arrow on planets page. White arrow. What do you mean? I'll let you get to that. Thank you, Miriam. Appreciate that. We already touched that one. Hey, Mary Lizzie, good to have you here. Hola. Hala. Or hola. One of the two, whichever you're going with. How many graves are you at? That's a good question. Let me go ahead and check that while I'm in here. That is under here? Yes. And we want to go here. And we want to go... Exploration, is it? No. Where was that? Exploration, is it? No, that's not it. Recipes, technology, collected knowledge. That's where we're going. Collected knowledge, and then we want to go to the Atlas and portal glyphs. We've got a whopping 1 glyph. If I could just get 2 more, I'd be happy. Well, thank you very much, Sugar Rat. Appreciate that. Tell her I said happy back. So I only have 1 grave, 1 thumb. Yeah. So, Exodus, yes, I missed that message. Go back to the main page. You claim the nanites. White arrow on planets page. So, on this page, you mean? Oh, for these? You're talking about getting this one? Upload all? Yeah, I can upload them. You're allowed to do that in this particular run. That is one of the rules, that uploading them to Discovery Services is not against the rules, hence the reason why we can claim nanites for discovering animals. So we do this. Let me see how many we got. Hold on. Here we go. We have 479. Not bad. Additional 1,100 nanites from all the stuff I've been doing. So we're getting closer. We got, what, 44, roughly 4,400 nanites to go. So that's pretty cool. That's like 2 or 3 to 4 planets, let's say, worth of stuff. So I'm not finding anything here. I really want to find the moon. So we're going to go ahead and leave the system. Now that we've got what we needed from there. And let's see if we can find a nice system with a moon in it. Loves your voice, and you should do podcasts and audiobooks. Sounds familiar. Like no one else has recommended that, have they? Yes, I also do ASMR videos as well, but I don't lick microphones. So, moving on, getting away from that uncomfortable. You need to have 25,000. Yes. No. It has nothing to do with the Fugitive Run. My ship is a B-class ship, and I want to make it an A-class. So if I can find an abandoned system, go to the station there, and go to the terminal, I can upgrade my B-class to an A-class with 25,000 nanites. You need 50,000 if you want to get it up to S-class after that. That ain't happening. But on my run, I need at least an A-class ship. Now, another way we can do that, we can find another dissonant system and start scouring for ships and look for more ships there and see if I can't find an A-class one. I'm sure I can find one. They're not terribly hard to find. It's just a pain in the neck. That's all. All right, so we're checking out systems. We're looking for one that has more than, say, 1 moon at it. I'm going to go downwards here. And we'll check this thing. This thing has an incredible range. And we're also looking for an abandoned system. That would be pretty cool, because then we'll know where we can go to sell stuff. Although we can never go back to that same system again. That's the thing. That one has a moon. I see at least 1. Can I move around on this one? Yes, I can. Can I move in further? That planet turns towards the bottom there. Looks like it has at least 1 moon. Actually, I see 2. So that might be a decent system to check out. Let me check that one out. Let's check that. Been doing like I said, I've been doing a lot of Dune lately though too, and it's such a grind right now. I'm trying to go for aluminum. I got to go halfway across the map to get there, to get the aluminum. I'm checking out the rift, which is just full of enemies, but full of so much good stuff. So it's rewarding in the sense that when you're grinding, you are actually getting good things. Hey, we're in a pirate system. I just realized that. Conflict level pirate. There you go. We just accidentally found a pirate system. Awesome. Okay, we're looking for the ringed planet. I think that's you. And if we go into single... Yeah, you can see there's 2 moons at this place. So, let's go. Let's go that way. And we need to... Yep, get that going.
Technology recharge.
Alright, and the moons, I'm assuming, are hidden behind the rings. So we're going to pull out here in just a moment. Oh, there's one on the left. Let's scan that while we're here. Tectonic, ancient bones, activated copper. That's not a very happy place. And let's get to this one. Corrosive. And there's another one down there. I don't think we can see it. I think we got to go out a little ways. Around the limb of the planet. Still don't see it. Wrong button. There it is. I can see it now. Perfect. That's what we're looking for. All right. Trials I've done... I just finished my 4th trial. 3rd one was a bust, of course, because it's been destroyed. That's a little bit of a... sorry. Shouldn't have told you that. But the 4th one was pretty cool. A lot of climbing. But now that I have my grappler and I know how to use it, it's much easier to get up higher ranges. And I've got a full suspensor belt and a tier 4 power pack now, so I can just about fly. I believe I can fly. Making good progress, yes. Alright. We are on a low atmo planet. This is a very handy place to go. First look around, and I see nothing. Okay, but that's alright. Where are we on the planet? Alright, I say we just head south. That sounds like a good direction. We want to make sure our anti-gravity well is up to snuff. I'll use some of the pugnium this time. And we're on our way. Now, the best part about this... You notice my jetpack recharges pretty well. And you can just about keep it going for an indefinite amount of time. It's great for being on the surface. It's not quite as fast as your ship, of course, but who cares? You can see the graves from a further distance away, and you just have to glide along. I believe you can fly. Well, I'll go back to the discoveries page. Okay, hang on. We have nothing to worry about here, so we will. Alright, discoveries. What am I doing? Gotta follow his instructions, folks, or he'll start, like bombing us with bad jokes. Go ahead, next step. Where am I going? That white arrow. Anybody see a white arrow anywhere? Let me see. I mean, there's arrows up here. I got the pencil over here. And I know I'm feeling stupid right now, so... Which arrow am I talking about here? I've got this. You want to do a screenshot, post it? I'm kidding. You don't have to do that. Waypoints, discoveries, view, return. Online discoveries are active. Nothing there. What part of the screen? Yeah, really. Come on, I know you're in Australia, but you can type faster than that. Hit the enter button once in a while. I'm allowed to pick back once in a while, okay? And I'm doing it for Marani. That's who I'm doing it for. Left-hand side, white arrow. This one over here. This one. That's all that does. You mean this? That renames something? Trying to see what maybe you're seeing something on the screen that I don't see. There's a pencil. That just renames things. That's about all that does. I could rename things. I'll get like 5 nanites. That'd be great. Left A button. Yes, that's what I thought. Right there. That just brings me over to the option screen. That's all it's doing. And keeping in mind I'm using a mouse and keyboard too, so... White arrow means extra nanites. Yeah, we already did that. Yeah, we did that earlier. I think you had stepped away or something like that. I got about 1,100 extra nanites from doing that. So... It was on the system page. Planets page. This page. Yeah, this arrow here you're talking about? The upload all? Visited systems? I'm thinking that's what you're talking about. Before I click on it, I want to make sure that that's what you were talking about. I'm watching very carefully. And enter. And hit the enter button. I know you can do it. It's on the right side. It's that big long button. Mine's red. Go back one. That's not it. Okay. So, planets page, or on the planet itself. And I don't know how far behind you are. My broadcast is about 4 seconds behind. Of course, my screen up here is about 30 seconds behind. Hey, that's pretty good. I should have done that before. Hold on. I don't know why I didn't do that. Hey, now I'm live. There. Okay. You're talking about right here. Yeah, you're talking about the upload all button right up here? Or this? Or this? Because I can rename and upload, and that'll give me even more. Upload discovered or C10. Rename and upload will give you a couple extra. Yeah, the systems page. That's what you were talking about right here. So if I do that here now, I'm only going to get a couple nanites. Yeah, I got 25 nanites for being here. So it's giving me nanites for every system I discover and I go to, so that's not a problem. So I think that's what you're talking about. And I think we've been sitting here too long. So I'm going to get moving here. But I think that's what you're talking about, Exilus. Pretty sure that that's what you were meaning. I need to take a quick peek around, make sure I haven't found... cave. Interesting. Moving on. The planet is great for harvesting larval cores to refine into more nanites. You know, that is true. How many do we get per larval core? It's an interesting thought. Let me take another quick look around because I'm going at a pretty decent rate. Am I in... Nope. There we go. There we go. He's right. He, she, they are right. That's a good point, because we can do that and just keep going for a little bit and then get the next one. There's another one over there. And they can never catch me. Insert evil left. Excuse me, guys. Oh, that didn't help. Let's try that again. And then take another look around. We can get more of those, but you got a good idea there. I might just keep doing that. Just piss these guys off over and over and over again. I'm actually having fun doing that. Thank you. That was a great idea. What are you? Metal fingers. Nope, I don't need those. They're cold. Yep, that was it. Okay, and I think, Exilus, you're pretty far behind. I think you're about a minute to 30 seconds to a minute behind. You may want to check down at the bottom there. Make sure your live dot is red. I just did it on my my little phone here, and unfortunately, I was about 40 seconds behind myself. What was that? Whole bunch of blue stuff. That's what that was. Resources. I'm not interested in resources. Cave. Let's grab this one. Thank you for that. That was actually a great idea. I'm having a blast doing that. So while we're waiting, we can get all the nanites we need. Whoops, that was not a good drift. There we go. Excuse me, excuse me. Thank you. Get a little bit crowded in there. If I remember right, that should be right. That should be the right number. 50 per core, is that what we're getting? That's pretty good. Never mind. Alright, look at the Discord. Screenshot, update all. Okay, good. Yeah, that's what we did. We already did that. I think you might have missed it when we were doing it. And I'm supposed to be going south, and I'm a little bit off here. You do go through a lot of life support, though.
Technology recharge.
That's the only thing about the low atmo planets, is that you go through life support pretty quick. But if, you know, worst comes to worst, we'll just make some life support gels or something like that. Bunch of those things now running around. Yeah, the planet is now going nuts with these things. And every now and then we can drop this down and it doesn't take much, so we'll just, you know, it literally goes quickly. 6 of them should give us 250 nanites. There we go. Hoping to find more than just these resources here. And they were just subsiding. Oh, that's a shame. Sorry, guys. It's an angry planet now. They're all running around the planet. They're probably learning how to use multi-tools, too. Because they're so pissed off at me. Sentinel drones investigating? Good luck with that. I'm running away from you, Kappa. You can't catch me now. Hoping to find more than this, though. Because it's nice to have these eggs, but... Hang on just a second here. Tuesday. Wednesday. Friday. Holy mackerel. Sorry, looking at my wife's schedule she just sent me for the week, and it's ridiculous. To say the least. Chat. I can't get it to show up now. There you are. Good. We're back. I just wanted to wait for them to subside before I, just so I could piss him off a little bit more. Come on, give me a grave. Broken machinery would be great. Buried nodules used for recipes? Oh, 2019? Yeah, they used to be worth quite a bit more. Another thing, too, when you're in permadeath mode, you get less for your resources as well. So there's a possibility you may be looking at ancient data structure. You may be looking at normal mode. I think in normal mode you'll get more. Actually, you know what? I do remember that back in the day. Gosh, that was. Do you realize that was 6 years ago, Jed? Or no, Mo? Who said that? Jed. Jed, you said it. That was 6 years ago, man. Time flies, dude. I've been playing No Man's Sky for 6 years now. I just realized that. It's like, yikes. What the heck? Hey, let's grab some of these. No, I don't need those. I don't really need those, to be honest with you. I don't know why I was looking at them, but... And I'm starting to deviate a little bit. Let's head back to the south. We haven't found any buildings yet, like abandoned buildings or anything like that, but I'm going to keep going for a little while here. Because you should find that too on these planets. I think. Possibly a crashed ship every now and then. Yeah, a lot of people have been playing it since 2016. I had a friend of mine that I used to work with, a guy named... trying to think of which one it was that actually introduced me to No Man's Sky. I think it was Jake. I think Jake introduced me to it and said, you know, if you like this game, you're going to love No Man's Sky. You ought to try it out. And ended up buying it on one of their, you know, $20 sales. And didn't play it for about 3 months. It had been a long time since I tried to play it. Finally played it in creative mode. Just I was like, you know, let me check it out in creative mode, see what I can get done, which means no story. And I'm sitting there trying to figure out what the heck am I doing? This makes no sense. Absolutely no sense whatsoever. And there was no player's guide. I mean, Jason had his videos and I wasn't familiar with him yet. And then suddenly, I put it away, stopped playing it, and then I saw one of Jason's videos one day, and I was like, oh. And then I started playing in normal mode, and just learned that, oh, you have to do this from normal mode in order to get the storyline, so you can understand more. And it worked out great. I loved the game after that, and then got thinking about 2-3 years later, I'm like, you know what? I like these videos that these guys are putting out, Jason and those guys, but, you know, I have a different way of explaining things, so let me give it a shot. Especially when you get people like, you know, Sugar Rat, your girlfriend there, saying, you know, you ought to do podcasts, you ought to do audiobooks. I'm like, why don't I just try streaming? And then one of the dudes we hired came in and said, yeah, you ought to do streaming, man, do streaming. And I think you know who I'm talking about, the one that won't leave you alone. And I was like, all right, let me give it a shot. Rest was history. And the first time I streamed, man, I was so freaking nervous, it was ridiculous. You got about 10 years worth of notes on No Man's Sky? Yeah, I tell you what. Before they start attacking, let me boost my way past them. Still nothing. I was hoping to find something. Thought I saw something for half a moment there. Yeah, let's grab this one too. Ah, tried to drop through the center of the planet, did you? Not today. 2018 for you, Ray. Good to have you here, by the way, Ray. Just noticed you popped in there. Maybe you said something. If I missed you earlier, I apologize. Matter Hell Games did a Yoshi IP. Turned it into a masterpiece. Yeah, I know. They did. They did turn it into a masterpiece. And they knew what they had. And I think... And I have no way of backing this up, but these... You gotta admit that Sean and the gang there are brilliant in the sense that they came out with a couple of decent little indie games that were really, really fabulous. Joe Danger, Last Campfire. I liked Last Campfire, actually. It was actually a very cute game. And I will say cute. It's a very cute and poignant game. And then whatever money they made on those, they must have reinvested it, not just creating No Man's Sky, but I think they they did monetary investments and have turned their money into something brilliant. And so that way they don't need anybody to come in after them and say, hey, you know, we'd like to buy out your company. And they're like, nope, we're making enough money, thanks. So it's been a brilliant run for them. I think they really are very sharp in doing that. And then fixing No Man's Sky, knowing that they've already got all the money they could possibly ever want, per se, if you know what I mean. You know, they're doing good monetarily, so they like, we don't have to charge for these DLCs. So we're just going to make it free to everybody. The DLCs will always be free. And you can't, you know, complain about it. So every time something happens and everybody's like, oh, pissed off, you know, the game has done this, the game's done it, got all these bugs. Relax. It'll be all right. They'll fix it. They always do. I hate that when they get in the way and I can't run. There we go. I really was hoping I'd find something other than eggs at this point. Brilliant idea about the eggs, by the way. I appreciate that. $49 fought myself for many years. Why I even play it? I'm saying a lot. I'm missing her. Yeah, I know. I'm missing her playing too, man. I'm missing her in the chat. You know, you get into that point, and I can't even possibly imagine. I can empathize and sympathize, but I have no idea what she might be going through, you know, honestly. And I try to imagine what would happen if I got that kind of news, and it's not something I even want to imagine. But at the same time, you know, there's a communities out there. There's some people who support her, not just family, but I guarantee you everybody in here would be the same way. We just offer tons and tons of encouragement. It's also a way to take your mind off stuff, you know, just being here, talking and chatting with people. So I miss her. Greetings and salutations. Tell her I said that. Playing WoW again. Oh wow, Ken, good grief. World of Warcraft, my friend. Craziness. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little refining here. Let's go ahead and put down the refiner and get this stuff going. Actually, that's a little too little. There we go.
Technology recharge.
Wow, got 15 of them. Oh, I forgot about that. You can only do them in 5s. So just got another 750 nanites. So that's not bad. 1,000 nanites. I've never played any other games. May look into it. Well, Tranquil, if you've never played any other games other than No Man's Sky, that's something. That says something about the game too. 14, trust me. Oh yeah, Final Fantasy 14. 1.0 was bad. Yes. Honestly, I could summarize it in one go. They actually like their game. Yeah, that's the thing. They actually like their game. That's a good point, Happy. And that's what you can see how their devs enjoy the game. And I think you're going to find that with Dune as well. If anyone wants to play that, is the devs really focus on the game and they want to make it the best experience ever. So that's good. 6 months for them to fix it was a little rowdy, especially the 5th month in. There's bugs that have been there for eons, so much so I'm like, oh yeah. I'm rocking a bug head. I'm a nurse. I do know, but I'm a nurse. And a long way away. I know, I get you. I just started Astra Medica. I heard about that game on one time. I heard that was pretty good. Any of their other games? Expedition 33 is supposed to be pretty good. Dune is PC only. That is correct, right? You can get it on Steam, of course, but yeah, it's PC only right now. I'm hearing a lot of rumors that they're going to be bringing it to other platforms. So, why not? They should at this point. As far as Hello Games, just check out their website, and like I said, they do have other games and they go on sale. I think I picked up Campfire, the last Campfire. I think I picked up for like $1.99 or something like that on sale on Steam, and it was really good. Joe Danger is a different type of game. It's a more something to do with motorbikes. I actually never played it. I just looked at it and went, I'm not really interested. It's just that simple. But I understand that a lot of people there was a big following on that for a while. Oxygen, what do you know? I gotta find something on this planet sooner or later, right? Other than eggs and these stupid deposits and, you know, plants that want to slap me. Good grief. Helldivers, yeah, I understand that that's a pretty decent game too. Dune PvP was no. So, I'm doing... I have yet, honestly, I've got about 65 to 70 hours into Dune, and it looks like we have a monolith. How interesting. I'll check that out. And I have yet to go into a PvP area. So I'll be honest with you there, man. Haven't touched the PvP area yet at all. So you can play a good portion of this game and never have to go to a PvP. Now you do have to go to some areas, but a lot of the players are saying that, you know, on the servers that you're playing on and stuff like that, there are so many, it's limited to the amount of people that can be on a server. So the chances of you even running into another player at one of the PvP areas, number one, and number two, that they want to kill you, is going to be pretty rare. And it's just a matter of exiting the area as quickly as you can, try to get away from them, make sure you don't engage if that's not what you want to do. I can't get up there for some reason. Before I do anything, I'm going to take a quick peek around. Yeah, okay. Well, let's see. I've had a lot of bad luck at these structures lately. I don't know why, but I'm having a bad time with these guys. And No Man's Sky is your main game. I bet I could shoot myself to that adjacent planet, I think. Yes, you could. Yes, you could. I've done that. I did that with the, what do you call it? The vents under the water, the, cytophosphate? No. The crystals that you get on the green planet. Anyway, setting up the rocket chairs down below. I've launched myself to not only my freighter, I've launched myself to another planet on one of those. That was funny as heck. Took a while. Took a while to get there, but it was funny when I landed on the planet. Because I didn't land in a ship, it didn't recognize the fact that I was on another planet. Until I brought my ship in, got in and out of it, then it says, hey, look, you've landed on this planet. And it was funny as heck. That was a lot of fun. If you disable the internet while in game, no, it is you're playing on servers. So if you disconnect from the internet while you're in game, you lose connection to the server. So think of it like WoW. Think of it like that is World of Warcraft. You know, any of those games. If you disconnect your internet, you don't have access to the game. Your player is standing in the middle of something for the next 30 seconds. So that doesn't work. It's another way. Yes, yes. Okay, let me see what we got. Words and structure, each written in a different alphabet. I think I figured this one out one time. First column is words of savage ruin, scratch and sand. Second shows precise sequence of dots. The final column is wide, welcoming letters, almost appear here in written hard stone. Now, we're on a Viking system, if I remember correctly, so we want to choose the scratchy words. The dirt and blood of ancient handprints covers the base of each column. So we're going to go with the runes. There we go. Now, sometimes they give you an upgrade, but not usually. So I just got a bunch of words on it, and I got a Viking effigy out of it. TD. Is what it is. Oh, what are you doing there? Great. I've just got sucked into reorganizing my inventory again. Alright, so where are we going? Gonna head south still. Alright. Ah, crap, I did it again. Hey, we're back. Okay, good. Metal fingers again. Okay, let's go. How many nanites are we at? 21,650. Oh, wow, you stop dead air when you do that, huh? Okay, that's not good. Won't do that again. Up, 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 up. Come on, come on. Run your little feet. Well, at least I'm not a Gek. Could be even littler feet. Wow. That's jetpacking. See, there should be something here, right? Something other than just the resources that we're finding. And yeah, data structures and everything like that. There's another egg. I wonder if our range isn't working well. Because you do this, pardon me, you do the scan like that, and your scanner range can pick up more stuff. but you can't see further, even when you do that. So, yeah. At this point, I'd be happy with just one extra glyph. I mean, Jason's gone 25 hours into his fugitive run, and he can't find the glyphs. Unreal. Metal. Yeah, I'm not interested in the metal. I've got enough uranium. I've got plenty of gold. It's not really necessary. See, there's tons of resources showing up. I guess I should just land every now and then. Take a look around. Metal fingers again. Ancient data. Another unknown building. Gee, I wonder what that could be. It's not going to be a grave. It could be a ship, but most likely it's an abandoned building. Oh, we got 2 buildings over here. Fascinating. Well, let's see what we got. They're probably going to be... yeah, that one over there is a plaque. I can see it from here now. Yeah, ancient plaque. And that's an abandoned building. And we cannot enter the abandoned building. I made that mistake one time. So, but we get a lot of eggs from this if we want. That's the plaque, right? Yes, good. Just doing a quick 360 to make sure I didn't miss anything. How far away from the ship are we? Supposedly an hour away. 17 kilometers. Where are we on the planet? Yeah, we were up here. We've come quite a ways. Oh, you guys are already asking about the expedition. You're saying Tuesday next... No Man's Sky's anniversary week starts around August 9th. I think they released it on August 9th back in 2016. So considering the fact that we're literally a month away, I don't think they're going to come out with an expedition next week. I think if they do, it'll probably be a couple of weeks before they launch it. They'll launch it like the very end of July, the last week of July, first week of August, somewhere in there, they're going to launch the expedition. That's probably what we're going to see. That's in my humble opinion. Keeping in mind, I don't have any insight into this. The fact that they didn't release it this past week like we thought they were going to, just tells me that they're going to wait until then, and they're going to give us a little bit more of a break. So no big deal. No big deal. They've had their hands full, of course. Tiny freighter, I thought looked sick. Wanted to buy. I guess that class it is. S-Class, baby. Oh, that's awesome, Happy. Fantastic. Congratulations. Yesterday, I ran 2018. Yeah, he stopped. He was getting frustrated with it, too. Jason, I know. I was running into that. Seems like mostly craft around the Switch 2 release, but I don't know. That's what I think the update was, and they wanted to get Switch 2 ironed out. So I understand that. He quit and got frustrated, so he's not going to play his Fugitive Run anymore, huh? And take a mission to kill Flora, doesn't it start you at a grave marker? It does, but I can't go to the anomaly. It's part of the rules. Because of Ariadne's spy is in the anomaly. That they sit on the one platform, the stairwell that leads up into the area, where you can go either way to Polo and Nada, or you can go to the other section. There's someone that sits on a platform up there, so you got to stay away from that. Can't go there. Yelling portal here, that's me. I've been marking them. I'm going to take a mission. Okay, good. I know they're going to do something for the anniversary, but I think they're going to give a warning before. They will definitely give a warning before, and they always do it with like a, what do you call it? Sean will put out an emoji at some point. He quit yesterday. Yeah, I don't know if he just quit because he was getting frustrated, or he was like offering everybody the opportunity, because people were asking about the old version during his stream, and he was kind of curious as to what people wanted to do. I'm going to gather up all the eggs here. Do I have the inventory space? I should. Yes, I can carry 10 at a time. So, yeah, grab 3 from there. There. I'm going to get hit sooner or later. There. I shoot them one at a time because they tend to drop through the plane like that. Oh, I got that one by accident. That one did too. So, gotta be careful of that. See? And you'll lose it completely and forever. Yep, he just jumped at me. Go spit at me next. Did I get it? I think I got it. Okay. That was an owie. Okay. Got one more here. Let's see. Over here. Oop, sorry. Excuse me. Pardon me. Alright. I think we've just about got them all. Let me see. Oop. That guy shoot me? No, he attacked me. Let me just check real quick. Yeah, we got them all. Alright. Let's go up here. For the most part, nobody can hit me here.
Technology recharge.
Just trying to see. I don't think they can shoot me here. Yep, okay, good. And we'll gather up some more. You always skip the settlement part? Settlements are becoming more and more interesting, though. I will admit that. They're doing a good job on that, if you ask me, but... my cat must be inside. That's what all that noise was. Okay. And there we go. How are we doing on nanites? 23,000. Wow, even? How did that happen? That's weird. We got 2,000 nanites to go. Alright, so that's no problem. Alright, where are we going? We're going south still, right? That's our ship north. South. We got our plaque to the south. We'll keep on that line. Maybe we'll run across a grave if we're lucky. That'd be great. Alright. He did put it to a vote. I do remember that because I voted as well. I was mostly lurking because I was playing Dune at the time. So... There we go. There we go. So we got 2,000 nanites to go. That would be... That's a lot of eggs. But the good news is that if I can get that count down to, say... I don't know. If I can get that down to about 1,000, if I can get another, say, 10 eggs, that would be actually 500. Then, actually, I can probably get them all here, now that I think about it. I could probably get the rest of the nanites here while I'm jetpacking around. That's cool. Maybe we'll hit another building, I don't know. Yeah, it won't be a 10th anniversary, it's 9th anniversary, so 2016 to 2025. So, be a 9th anniversary expedition. Fishing, cooking, so it's not something that you don't have to do. Yeah, that's true. I mean, the cooking and the fishing, I did enjoy it. I mean, I think it's a great aspect of the game. A lot of games have fishing in them. So, what in the world am I looking at over here? Oh, okay. Cool. Kind of gave myself a big boost to here. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. No, I didn't. Yeah, why not? Let's go ahead and do this. Let's see what we got. Let's see here. I mean, you're still jetpacking around, but you keep surprising yourself by how far you can jetpack in the air, and you boost, and it's like, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. What the heck? Am I off by that much? There it is, right there. That was weird. I have to clear up my inventory now. You know, we could take that Gravitino ball, too. Really piss them off. The Sentinels, that is.
Technology prepared.
Rare item, 672 years old. Is it worth keeping? It's not bad. It's not bad. Alright. Got 4 more of those. I don't mind the fishing and cooking. It's okay. It's okay. Like I said, it's got its place. And I'm not much into the fishing and cooking type aspects of things. I think it's been pretty cool. I've been trying to get... I was for a while there trying to get all the titles for the fishing. But getting all the S-class fish on each planet type was getting to be very annoying. Because you could fish on a planet for 2 hours and not get... 2 real-life hours and not get what you're looking for. So it was getting kind of annoying. Where'd others get huge? Yes, yes. Having the ingester thing is actually pretty good. You can get some good bonuses from it. Absolutely. That is a definite. I can confirm that. Used it in one of the expeditions, actually. The last one, was it? Isn't that where we had the ingester? We had to actually build it. It was part of our quest line. On one of the phases, we had to have one of those. So we found that using flour in it actually gave us... What did that give us? It gave us one of the abilities. Oh, to run longer. And we had to get 10,000 steps in. That's right. God dang, that was a pain in the neck. Okay. Sorry, guys. Haha. Catch me if you can. There is an egg in there. I can't get to it. An egg and a rock. I can't believe we haven't found anything more than a few buildings and some monoliths and stuff like that. This is crazy. I just got fish. Yeah, that's the thing too, is that the fish were really good as far as getting a lot of nanites. The catch and release thing was in effect. So you catch a fish and you release it, and then you get a bunch of nanites from releasing it.
Life support power low.
Alright, we'll have to take care of that. I ran right across that dude. Yeah.
Technology recharging.
Glad I can do that on the fly now. Literally. Nothing. These low atmo planets are really good, but unfortunately, I mean, it used to be that we'd find a grave constantly. You'd run across them and be like, alright, I got one, and oh look, there's another one in the distance, but now it's like... I think it's like you guys said, it's just that the graves are becoming less and less popular. And I have seen graves, and I have seen them at least 850 units out, so I know we should be able to see one, but I think they're just becoming more and more rare. Hey, Ognum, good to have you here. Guess what that's going to do? There you go. Ognum Games. Check them out. Jetpack power, it can literally be self-raising flour. Not jetpack power, running power. Running for the flour. There are certain recipes that you can get. I have them on one of my saves that give you a lot of extended jetpack power for... It's not perfect though. Like I've used it on like a paradise planet, for instance. And yeah, it does go a little bit longer. It's not fantastic, but on a planet like this, oh, dude, you'd never have to land. You'd never have to land. It would be forever before you'd have to land again. Well, those guys are really just jumping at me, aren't they? Just ticking them off. Just be glad I'm not making scrambled eggs, guys. Then you'd be really pissed. Another egg. Let's grab it. maybe we can get to our... See, if I can get 2 stacks of 10... 10 will give me 500 nanites. So it's 1,000 nanites for 2 stacks. 4 stacks will get us the 2,000 we need to upgrade our ship. Then it's just a matter of finding a abandoned station. Let's get up to the top of this peak here and stop. There we go. All right. Just taking a quick 360 because you see some things are popping in that I'm not getting while I'm flying through the air. So maybe it's having a little trouble with that. I don't know. So not enough travelers are dying to suit your needs. It must be. Maybe we found all of them. That's the only thing I can think of at this point, man.
Technology recharge.
There's another 500. Oh, that's rude. Indeed. There we go. All right. So even a few more things have just popped up to the south that weren't there before. Maybe I just need to stop more often? How we doing? 23,700 nanites. East or west, do you think? No harm in trying. Let's go west. Go west, my friend. If I find a grave within like 100 yards, I'm going to be a little bit pissed at you there, Ognum. And I'm going to ask you why you weren't here earlier. So you can see we've got a couple resources, right? The eggs are popping in. Let's stop for a second. Now the cave popped in. And another cave. More resources are popping in. So I don't know. I think it's having trouble keeping up with the generation. The procedural generation is having trouble keeping up. Son of a biscuit eater, for crying out loud, Ognum. It's all your fault. All your fault. Thank you, is what I mean to say. Unbelievable. Absolutely hilarious. Ognum for the win. Finally got a second grave. I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled. See if there's another one that just pops up all of a sudden. Unfreaking believable, Ognum. Whee! Yeah, whatever. Just give me my goods, man. Give me the goods. I'll leave them in peace. Get our upgrade. We got an optical drill. That's fantastic. We have our advanced mining laser, don't we? Alright. So there's our grave. And you saw we could see it from pretty far away, right? What do you think? We should just keep heading west at this point? Ognum, come on. I need to know. Where am I going next, man? If you want to step in and drive, I mean, you go right ahead, man. Come on, Ognum. Where am I going? North, south, east, west. Should I continue to go west like I am, or... It's now up to him, guys. This is all him. Young man. I haven't been called... Well, I could have been called young man by the fella I was talking to over this past Friday. I learned more from him in 2 hours about my company than I've learned in the 4 weeks I've been there. It's absolutely fascinating. I told him he has to come back, even though he's semi-retired. I'm like, nope, you still have to come back. What'd I miss? Bravely annoyed. Oh, God, Exilus. There's something else you can tell Marani. What in the world is that? You see that? That is the most strangely shaped mountain I've ever seen. I wonder if it's a crashed ship. I wonder if it's a freighter. It's a very precise mountain. That's all it is. Yeah, I guess there's a few of them, aren't there? Okay. I really thought it was something else. Okay, very good. I went a little too far without looking. I might get in trouble for doing that. No? No, we're good? Alright, we're good. Ah, top grave coach. I've got a lot of Fecium Exilus. Grave savant. Look what you've done. You've infected all of them. Now they're all giving us grave jokes. Ah, you all will be the death of me. See, I can chip in here. I have grave concerns about this chat. Hey, Demaker. With all the green gas in distance, has Heather been here? You all keep blaming Heather. I sometimes wonder whether these are plants by Jason. If Jason wasn't the one that got that all started. I'm surrounded by dads. Oh, yes you are. I was talking to one younger woman, and she's like, she's holding out. She's trying to find the perfect guy, someone who's more mature and everything like that. And I laughed. I was like, oh, you poor young woman, you. I said, don't wait. She goes, why? I said, the secret is none of us are mature, and we never will be. It's inherent in our genes. I said, just deal with it. You're not going to change us. We're always going to be immature. Always. I'm playing a game, for crying out loud. At my age, I'm playing a game. That's what I do. Jason plays games. I'm not going to say how old Beeblebum is. I don't actually know. He plays games. That's what they do. We all love doing this stuff. We all have our childish ways about us. We're never going to be mature. It is what it is. Ognum, I'm losing faith here. You got any more advice? I'm in bed with a hot house water bottle. It's 5 degrees. Ooh, hey, come on now. Oh, that's right. That's right. South of the equator. I keep forgetting. It's a little wintry there now. Your July is our January up here. And you see people like, Molly Berry, who's actually streaming right now, too. She's in Portugal. She's originally from Oregon, so I'm really confused by that. She's in Portugal, and it was hitting 103 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 40 Celsius, is what it was hitting there. And they don't have air conditioning. So you can imagine her gaming with her PC. She's in a tank top, and it's just sweat. It's like, my gosh, I am so sorry. What is wrong with you? Okay, we've got another building. It's another monolith. I'll go ahead and head over there. Ognum, this is not bad, but it's not a grave. Yeah, absolutely, One Thumb. There you go. Thank you for sharing. You didn't have to tell us how old you were. We appreciate the gravity of the situation. Oh, gravity, whatever. Alright, let's see if I can successfully get this one. Whoa, hello. Come back. Up you go. Hey, wait, stop. Thank you. Alright. Words and scenes screamed from another age. Really? I guess bad connection, I suppose. Jagged tear in their midriff stitched their end. It was not a peaceful one. They still hold their multi-tool. Oh, I'm not going to salvage the components. I think I get in trouble. I think we should bury the soldier. As much as I'd like to have components for my multi-tool, don't get me wrong, I think you have to honor the soldier. So we're going to go ahead with number 1 here. Sydney is a coastal city, so it's a damp cold. Ugh. Yes, it is a coastal city. We've all seen Nemo. Hey, they howl their appreciation. An offer emerges from the monolith. What? In the shape of words. Let's see what we got. Another Viking effigy. Okay. But I started on my multi-tool, and I don't know what happened. Maybe they... I don't know. Well, we're here. I'll upgrade that. I don't see anything, so... Alright. We're going west. Let's take a quick pan around real fast. Nothing. Let's go. Oh, no. The grave behind? No, we're way far away from that grave at this point. Yeah. No, it's way far away. Well, it's also from there. There's the monolith. Yeah, we can't see the grave, but you see there's our ship. So we should probably head in... We've been heading west. So I think we should just keep heading west. I think that's a good point. So let's just do that. It never snows here. The harbor is a natural heat sink. Well, then what are you complaining about? It shouldn't be that cold then. Kidding. I love it when it's cold out because it reminds me of X's heart. Oh, that's just... Shots fired. He has plenty of heart. We all know this. Okay, let's let some stuff repopulate, let the procedural generation kick in the gear. There's a bunch of oxygen over there. Too bad we don't need any. Alright, see all these things that weren't there just a moment ago? Weird. Yeah, we'll use the dioxite that we have in our inventory. Never say Google did. Apparently it snowed in Sydney in June 1836. Come on now, Exilus. You should know this. My wife remembers a time it snowed in South Florida. Of course, this past season, it actually snowed in Florida. Now that I think about it, all over the place. That was kind of creepy. No? Nothing? Let's go. Ogden, I'm trusting you. I don't know if graves are really in line with each other. I've never really determined if that was a thing or not. Like I said, there was that one time I was on that one planet. I was doing a stranded run. And I found 15 graves. And they were just scattered all over the place. And sometimes I'd be at one grave, I'd look out and then see another not far away. And it'd be like, you gotta be kidding me. I think it was a glitch of a planet. I wish I remembered that planet. That would be something, but... That save is long gone. Alright, we're getting nothing, so I'm going to come in for a landing. I named it. Named the planet after one of my ex-bosses. The planet is a frigid hellhole and freezing storms and is infested. Named it Jennifer's Soul. Hey, that's what I call therapy. That is fantastic. I never thought about that. That's a great idea. Not that I've ever had any ex-girlfriends, but still. I've had my share of bosses, though. Some of them I never really had anything against. Some of them were you know, even if they were misguided, they were still decent people, you know? So, but I did have a few. I've had my share over the years. Unbelievable. It's 3 graves in about 50 to 60. Last time I did this, I found 3 graves in about 50 to 60 minutes. Okay, I've got the time. I've got it. Yeah, I'm about 2 hours right now. So yeah, I think we got some time. So where is it? Come on, Ogden. So let's... Can I do that here? I'll probably do it here. Okay. Let me try something here. Oh, it's because I'm watching there, isn't it? Well, I don't want to do anything just yet. I was going to put out a poll, but I want to bring my ship in if that's the case. What we should do is bring the ship in anyway and make a little save point. We're going to get auto saves and stuff like that. The reason I'm saying that is if I jump over to my chat on my computer and come back, there's a possibility No Man's Sky will crash. And then I'll lose some progress. I don't want to lose progress. I mean, the auto save feature is enabled, so it's not really a big deal. We're not going to lose our grave at this point, because I'm sure that the auto save has got me linked right now. How many, I got 5 more. Okay. Let's see. Let's go a little further. Let's see if we can't find one more grave. Like I said, I do want to find at least 3. But then I'll put a poll out, and we'll see what you guys think about going a little further. Do we go to 5 or not? What it's basically going to be. Okay, got the resources popping up. That's good. Okay, let me bring it in. So let's do that. So we know our monolith was back that way. So I'm going to bring in my ship real quick. And then we're going to recharge its anti-gravity well.
Technology recharge.
And you know what? While we're here, I can actually... let's move some stuff over. This can go in there. We're going to sell all this stuff eventually. I don't need the chromatic metal on me. I can get rid of that. I'll keep the wiring looms because I think that's a good idea. Uranium. That was coming in handy for when I'm recharging my radiation protection. So I'm hanging on to that. I'm going to get rid of the silicate powder in just a moment.
Technology recharge.
There we go. I want to clean up. That's all I wanted to do real fast here. All right, we're in better shape now. What's that? What did I miss? Okay, hold on. Once I went, management said, it's him or me. I got a 10% pay raise and they got fired. Whoa. Do it, trust me, it's liberating. I will be doing that, trust me. Because I think it has a real ring to it. It's all but decent. Never thought to immortalize the boss in No Man's Sky. Even name that system apocalyptic. Yeah, yes. Tell her if you ever met the planet after. Oh. This would be a toxic planet, particularly around the storms. I need activated stellar metals and storm crystals. I love it. I love it. All right. Let me drop down this real quick. Get some more.
Technology recharge.
There you go. Extra 250. We're almost at 24,000. Jumped ahead of the gun there. Okay. And just to jump in and out, so I have a restore point. So let's go ahead and let's go to here. Should be able to... There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. How many glyphs should we end with? I like that. And we're going to do 3. And putting in the options. Hold on, guys. There we go. Let's get the poll going. All right. And yes, I added in my own commentary. So I'm going to keep running for now, and you guys get to decide how I'm going to do this. really complain about. You know, and honestly, like I said, and you see me exhibiting that now more now than I did when I first started streaming, because I've had conversations with people, even in streaming, about certain aspects of the human condition, if you will. And people are people. You know, we all are imperfect. We all have our strengths, but we all have our weaknesses too. And sometimes people just don't recognize the fact that they have a weakness, and they don't want to admit the fact that they have a weakness. And that's fine. Life goes on for them. But sometimes you have to look past that, and are there good qualities in the individual? What good qualities do you see? And I've seen one individual who was so focused on strengths that they ignored the weaknesses in others, and they just wanted to focus on the strengths. And that can be good. It can be a good thing to focus on people that would enhance your department, enhance the whole company, if you will, just based on those strengths. But it was the weaknesses that bothered me. It's like, you know, you got this weakness here, and if you ignore it, it's always going to be there, and it will annoy other people over time. So, you know what? We'll play to your strengths, and if your weaknesses are not detrimental to the company, that's fine. So be it. Life goes on. But if your weaknesses are terrible, if they really are causing an impact on your job and on the people around you as far as a company is concerned, then it's maybe time to part ways. I'm having a difficult time with that right now. We do have an employee that is... it's not one of my employees. We just have an individual in the company I'm in right now that tends to go halfway on everything. They get halfway done with something, and then they just give up. And they disappear. And it's not what I was trying to do. You guys know that. And it's becoming a liability to the company. We're having a difficult time just doing our jobs because this individual keeps doing things halfway. And I know what you're going to say. I'm not going to say that out loud. The point is that this individual should probably go. But, and you have to cut your losses. Basically, at some point, you have to decide, hey, this person is a detriment to our company, and we should really get rid of them. It's nothing against the person, but maybe this is what they need to motivate them, to help them to grow and become a better individual and help your company out down the long road. Not your company, but whatever company they end up at later on. Maybe it'll teach them a lesson. You know what? I need to follow through. I need to become a better person. Maybe it won't. Maybe they'll just continue to be that way. But they're going to hop from job to job. Do you have that individual in your company? Does that person just jump from position to position within the company because nobody can seem to find the right spot for this individual? I'm sorry, but those people, unfortunately, need to go. We learned that with one individual that we worked with, and they had to be let go. You know, and I'm finding, unfortunately, this individual that it's in the company I'm in right now should probably not be there anymore. But I'm not the one to say. They report to somebody else, and that somebody else likes them as a person, and that's becoming a problem. Because if you just like them as a person, well, that's great. I think they're lovely. They have great communication skills. We have a great time talking to them about life and personal things, but is it helping us out? No, not really. So, something to think about. Radium's always useful, yes. Ferris Planet, she was so easy. Oh, that's a bit mean there, one thumb. Honestly, I've been lucky with bosses for the most part. Only one to really complain about. It's on the equator of a planet headed west to find the graves. Interesting. Traveler finds Elon and says, hey, buddy, need a glyph? Yeah, I wish. We had one of those. We called them half a job. Okay, do they have ADHD? I couldn't tell you. It could be behavioral. Yes. Her team was already short-staffed because of her, and I walked into to hand my notice. The look on her face was worth it. Yeah. And, you know, the thing is, I have a hard time doing that, and I don't know if Sugar Rat's still here or not, but I probably should have seen some signs that I was stagnating in my job, and I wasn't going anywhere, and I knew it wasn't going anywhere. I did not want to become a manager at one point, so... And I'm realizing that, yeah, maybe it was the right way to go, but I probably needed to move on, and I'm thankful for what they would produce for me and everything like that. I shouldn't really be talking about it, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful to the people, and I miss the people I used to work with. But this individual at this new company, I don't know them well enough to say whether they do have ADHD, but I watched them very specifically during one specific task that they took upon themselves. It was a volunteer task, and they did it, and got more and more frustrated, and then just walked away and dropped everything. And we didn't know it. They just walked out and decided to work from home the rest of the week. And it was like, whoa, what happened here? And then a different person had to step in. So
I am serious. And don't
Jedi Aces 75, thank you so much. 07 to you. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate you. Where's my grave, Ognum? Come on now. It's been, what, another half hour or so? Alright, it's been 10 minutes. I'm getting impatient. Yeah, new job, more money, better hours. That's always good. When you have a family, though, you kind of like... You're a little bit leery, if you will, about just dropping a 2-week notice and say, I've had enough, I'm out of here. Got bills to pay, things like that. I'm just kind of a little bit, I don't know if I want to do that.
Technology recharge.
So it was the oomph I needed to get moving. So I do appreciate it as well. And who knows, maybe me being there at that company was detrimental. Got to do a lot of self-reflection. You know, don't just point at other people and say they don't belong. You've got to look at yourself and say, do I belong? How am I doing? So easy to judge others, but at the same time, we do need to have a little handle on judging ourselves on occasion. So I got 7 more. I need 1,000, so a full stack of 10 gives me 500. So I need 20, 21. Alright, we'll keep going. You're after a grave, but you aren't dying to find it. Oh, Exilus, another good one. Professor Cynical, good to have you here. You jumped in oh, there you are. You jumped in just a few moments ago. Sorry about you. That was the problem. You know, I would love to have a sit-down debate with you on that. Face-to-face, if you will. We can cause ourselves to belong anywhere we wish. What am I getting? Oh, 75,000 steps, huh? Nice. We can cause ourselves to belong anywhere we wish if we really adjust ourselves and make ourselves change. Sometimes the change is for the better, sometimes it's not. But I think you have a degree in that area, if I remember correctly. Professor, as you are an actual professor, you say. So, it is. It's not that... I think I was stagnating personally, and I think it was a good move for me, for them to just push me and say, you've got to do better. You can do better. You've got to do better. You can move on. You can become a better person. I had an opportunity to become a manager of the department, and I didn't take it. I didn't want it. I didn't want the responsibility. And where am I now? I'm now a manager of a department. So, in a different company, mind you, and starting over again. But, you know, it's a good company, and the people, like I said, I miss the people and everything like that. But I think as a person, we need to grow. We need to learn from our weaknesses and become better at what we do. Looking for that grave to just suddenly pop up. Because Ogden might be right. Good to have you here, by the way, Professor. Surprised it didn't, Huh. Professor, I've got an auto thing that pops up that when you jump in, oh, there you are. There you are. There it is. Good. It did pop in. I just want to make sure it was working. Streamlabs, you know how it is. Let's go straight west. I'm not going to deal with that. We'll get another one. So, I feel like I'm growing as a person. I'm taking on the better responsibilities, and it is what it is. But I feel a lot more relaxed than I have in many a year. So, you know, I'm glad that things are working out. And, you know, again, miss the people I used to work with, but I've got a new group of people. Strange that I'm working with a bunch of people who are closer to my own age, which is very odd. And it's going pretty well. So enough about work. Professor, how are you? Do you have any insight into when you think the next expedition will be? Because everybody is clamoring about it. I'm saying it's going to be right around the next anniversary. So probably about 3 or 4 weeks we're going to see something. What do you think? Go. Boink. No graves, Ognum. Remember, it's all on you, man. Nope, can't go to the anomaly, Exilus, sorry. Anomaly is off limits. Ariadne's spy is there, according to the rules of Fugitive. Of the Fugitive Run. Can't go to the anomaly at all. If I could, that would be great, because I could get recipes and stuff like that, and pick up all kinds of neat things, get a backpack refiner. Ain't happening. $23rd this month. You're just dropping an actual freaking date. Why don't you also tell us it's like 9 a.m. UTC or something like that while you're at it? That's just crazy, man. Freaking awesome. Thank you very much. 23rd. So, like I said, about 3 weeks. I figured it would start before the anniversary date, but at the same time, we would... it would happen all throughout the whole time of the anniversary. We'll see the sales go on. It'll be back down to $20 again for like the 8th time this year. So that'll be great. That'll be great. No pressure! Exclamation! Laugh out loud. 10 a.m. GMT. Gosh darn you! Greenwich Mean Time. Yes, absolutely. Up. I was running in place. How many more eggs do I need? I don't even know. Let's grab a couple of these. Let's get this one. And then we'll check our inventory here in just a moment. Get some height. We're up to 18. We need 3 more. Take a look while we're here. Okay, good. Love it. Love it. What's he professor of? Cynicism. Come on. Couldn't you tell by the name? That was so obvious, Exilus. It's like you've never seen any of his videos. My gosh. And no excuse that you're down under. I don't want to hear it. Oh, Stent 10 would be a nice round number to release a lightning fire. It would be. But then Sean would be out of his reckoning because Sean doesn't do anything normal like that. We all know this. Okay, so, oh, looks like we got a broken freighter. I wonder if I should check it out. I don't really need the money. You all know this. 64 million units, so it's not like I need anything. And I don't think I'll get anything from a freighter. We could line up a little bit with it. Let's head over that way and we'll line up with it. And that way we have ourselves a kind of a ley line type thing going on. Down under, that explains my videos are upside down for you then. That's why my microphone is upside down, so we can understand me better. I always tell people that. So yeah, my microphone's upside down. Otherwise, it'd stick right up in front of the camera, in front of my my screen here, and it really would get in the way and be very annoying. I don't want that. Whee! Sorry, got to do that once in a while. While you're playing, you got to say "we" once in a while. Where's ship? That's the other thing I have to say. Okay, there's the ship. All right, so we're gonna start heading this way. Off we go. He has a channel. Oh, that's cold. That's not right, man. Hey, if I was all multiplayer, she ain't touching it. It's going to be multiplayer. I don't think it's going to be like Dune. It'll be a lot like the No Man's Sky. I'm almost certain of it. I don't think they're going to change anything in regards to that kind of gameplay style. So, I don't see them doing a completely multiplayer. Because then they'd have to do servers and everything like that. It's not going to work out as well. How many do I have? Oh, okay, we're already there. Good. Alright. Okay, so we got enough of those. Yeah, let's just get a little bit further. Yep, we're out of range now. And let's go ahead and drop down and get the rest of our nanites. Actually, I probably could get away with that.
Technology recharge.
Check out the area around it. You mean around the freighter? Do you think there'll be a grave around the freighter? Is that what you're trying to say? Should I go back? Going back ain't going to take much time. Yeah, we'll check it. I can imagine. So we got 45 people watching right now, so we'll see how many votes we got in there. Alright, that should do it. That should get us over 25,000 by 100. Alright, so we're there. How's my life support? Let's go ahead and use the dioxide. Get rid of that. We have any extra oxygen? What are we doing on oxygen? 453. We're doing good there. Condense. Okay, we got some extra carbon. That was probably a little too much. Alright, good. Good. Okay, so we're back to normal. Lines them up. That makes me feel better. I got some copper in here. I didn't even know I had copper. Alright. So what do you think? Might be? Hey, Richie, good to have you here. Thanks for joining us, my friend. Let's see. That'd probably be a bad idea. So the freighter be back that way. Where my ship at? East. So I want to go that way. Did I somehow get off a little bit? That's weird. Why did I do that? Alright, so let's head back this way. You now sub to the professor's channel. Oh yeah, you want to get into some debates with the professor. He's got some crazy things. He does do some crazy videos. I'm sure he's still here too. I'm going to say it out loud. He does do these crazy videos sometimes where he lures you in on a strange subject and then just drops the bomb on you that he doesn't really feel that way. So, just a heads up. Although I like those videos and it makes me chuckle, especially when I start seeing the comments of the people that are like angry over it. And it's just like they, oh, I can't believe I fell for that, you know, and stuff like that. I just love it. I just love it. But he has excellent insight into a lot of things, No Man's Sky, because he's like been playing it forever, and he's very cynical. In case the name didn't give it away. Here's the thing about the freighter, by the way, is that I hope I'm not off any, because I should be going that way. Is that if there was one within about 850 units of it, I should have been able to see it while I was standing there. Okay, I think, yeah, I am off. Look at that. Holy crap. Well, I am checking, obviously. So I should be able to see anything from about 850 units away from here, and I'm seeing nothing at the moment. But somehow I'm way off. I don't know how I got so far off from my my run there. That's strange. $16. Kiss my grits. I'll be sitting here 10 years from now. Okay, guys, we're doing the Fugitive Run. I got 800,000 hours in it. Yeah, I don't know if that's a real good number. I don't think we could live 800,000 hours, but, you know, whatever. We've been to every area of the Euclid galaxy, and we have not found more than 15 graves. That would be something, wouldn't it? Alright, I don't think we got what we're looking for. So there's our ship, and I should be heading... So I want to get an east-west, so I need to align a little bit better. That's interesting. Pulled a Jason. We released about the same time as Ashes of Creation. Oh yeah, he does have a huge amount. Another damage confirmed. Emotional damage confirmed. No, I doubt there's any emotional damage there, my friend. I know better about you. Thank you very much, though. Last remaining black hole will die of radiation heat death before Elan finishes this run. True. Alright, I think we've let the poll go on long enough. Of course, if we crash, we crash. When's our last, 11:52? Oh, that's fine. Last minute or so. Let's check the poll. Wow, you want me to go all the way. You people are just, like, evil. Okay, 5 all the way. We got this. Wow. Evil, evil people. That's okay. Okay, back to the west. I'm not sure I like any of you anymore. I believe I can fly. There we go. Off we go. Alright, so we don't need any more nanites anymore. So don't need any more nanites anymore. Yeah, whatever. We don't need nanites anymore. We got plenty to get our ship upgraded to A-class. So now all we need is 3 more glyphs. You sick people, you. It's nice to meet you. I'm surprised you haven't run across him before, man, to be honest with you. Professor's been around a while. He's like a cornerstone of the community. I'm not telling you which corner, but he's in one of the corners. As a matter of fact, he's probably in the corner with you, to be honest with you. Just don't look behind you. 90 years. Someone actually did the math. God dang. I love you people. No, that's the reason why I love you people, because you do the same thing I would. I'd be sitting there with a calculator trying to figure it out. Yeah. Yep. Okay, got metal fingers there. Careful, they're cold. Alright. Joke's on you, XS. I'm not stuck in here with you, but you are stuck in here with me. Ooh. Into the black. Always in the corner with the dunce cap on. Yes. Now you get it. Rorschach reference. Good grief. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the reason why we love the chat groups that we get into these streams. It's because you're all about as sick as we all can get, you know? Honestly. We have good, deep discussions on occasion, and then other times it just loses all coherency. And it works out. It's great. And I'm sure if there's some new people that are watching that have never seen this stream or are new to No Man's Sky, yeah, this is what it's really like all the time. It's just crazy abandonment.
Technology recharge.
Alright. Ognum, where's my grave? Come on, Ognum. I don't know if you're still there or not. Maybe you said goodbye at an earlier point. Once will be warm. Good point, Ognum. That's true. The uranium fingers would be a little warmer than the gold ones. Boink. Alright, let's see. Got some ancient data in front of me. Not what I'm looking for. That's funny, seeing those, what do you call it? Rocks falling from the sky? Meteors? Yeah, that's what they're called. Been one of those days. One of those weekends. One of those lifetimes. Well, you're welcome for the Weekend Nexus mission, and thank you very much for being a member for 3 months now, Miriam. I appreciate you. And appreciate the kind words, too. I love doing the weekend, and I want to have something regular going in No Man's Sky. That is the most regular thing I could possibly do, is getting the weekend anomaly mission done. Captain Steve does a great job at covering it as well, and he does it with friends, which makes it even funnier and more entertaining. And so I do check his out on occasion. I got mine going a little bit late on Friday. I wanted to do it earlier, but the wife was home and watching shows, and I just didn't want to interrupt. She had a rough day already. It's been a rough several days at her job. More and more people of her office staff are leaving because they're fed up with the management staff. And when she shared me my her schedule for the week, it's like, because they're short on these people, they have her opening almost every single day this week, and she's supposed to be part-time. So she's getting furious and is already just about done with it, personally. So I do feel for her, and I try to be a little sympathetic when she's here. That's why I try to do these streams and my records and record videos when she's not around, just so that we can spend more time together when she's not at work. Date nights are very important. How many planets are in the No Man's Sky? That's difficult math. It's something like, what was it, 18 septillion, I think they said. It's 18 septillion planets. And it would take you well over 1,000 years to land on every single planet in the entire known thing. But the brilliant part is that we have millions of players. So it's not as big a chore now. We can do it. But it's funny to still run across, to be starting on a system, like when you start a new save, you start on a system that's never been discovered before. And you will run into that forever, I think, with this game, the way it goes. Quintillion? I thought it was septillion, but I could be wrong. I think it said it. Didn't it say it in the main storyline, the Artemis storyline? The Atlas tells you how many planets, or was it null? Could be wrong. Quintillions? How many players do we actually have? I actually don't know. I mean, at any given time, and I've had people ask me, who have never played No Man's Sky, so how many players are usually playing at any given time? Can you tell? Yeah, I can go onto the depot and tell that there's like 10,000 people, 11,000, 8,000 playing at any given time. And then when an expedition comes out or something big comes out, like a big update, we cross over 30, sometimes 40,000 people all playing at the same time. Which is just killing the Discovery servers at that point, which is hilarious. Ognum, where's my grave? I'm going to keep saying that. Where's my grave, Ognum? I'll be stuck on this planet forever, Ognum. I keep going west, but at some point it's got to go east again, right? What's my coordinates? Oh, we still got a ways to go. Where are we on the planet? Oh, all the way down here. That's funny, because our ship was up here. It's down further now. It's even weirder that when you discover a system that has already been discovered. What's really cool, like Pando, and there's just Steam doesn't take into account console players. That's a good point to make. I didn't think about that. Quintillion and the purple systems add trillion. That's right, they added more systems. Oh my gosh. I forgot all about that. They added a whole bunch more systems. Darn them. That's interesting. And I like when I run across a system, like you're starting on the system and then you get out into space and it says, this system was discovered by, Joe Bob. And then it says 7 years ago, 8 years ago. And it's like, oh crap, this is an old system. This has been here forever. I wonder if that guy ever comes back here. Probably not. I rarely go back to the systems I've touched on unless I built a serious base there or something along those lines. Whee! See, I did it again. And you're not going perfectly west, so I'm going to be a little off on my numbers here. Ognum, I know you're out there. Where is it? And that was Lucian that said 18 quintillions. Thank you for being here. Just noticed you were here too. Appreciate you, man. I just got slapped out of the air. It's okay. Used to it. How'd that happen? So we should be going that way? How did the ship get over there? Let's try it. I'm curious. Oh. Hold on. Oh, we crossed over the other side. That's what it is. And of course, it's not going to show us on the other side of the planet. Fascinating. So we got to go north now. Kind of a northwest. I mean, how do you find purple ones? It's almost like you haven't, is the real number. Oh, you found it, Jed. Thank you. That's the number that we get from the... Except that's the number we got from the Artemis storyline, and I wonder to myself whether they haven't updated yet. That actually could be not necessarily a bug report, but it might be an interesting thing to put into Zendesk for Hello Games that say, hey, you added in all these purple systems. Have you updated the Artemis storyline to indicate how many systems there really were? Or is it that the Atlas refuses to acknowledge these systems? That would be an interesting thought process. If they could report back on that, that would be really neat. I think, personally. Into the hole. There we go. I have to do clean up and delete some bases that I never visit. Yes, yes. Alright, did the math. 1 million players landed on a new planet every minute. Oh, good grief, happy you did it. I never stopped. It would take 35 million years to land on every planet once. Wow. Okay. So, the moral of the story, guys, is that we are never going to discover every single planet out there. However, let's have fun. And that's the purpose of us being here, remember? Why I play, why I stream. Because I'm having fun and I want to share that fun with you. Show new players how much fun this can be.
Technology recharge.
I'm going to have to start picking up some oxygen soon. Not yet, but soon. Ognum, where's my grave? Let me try saying that again. You know, if I find a grave within the next 30 seconds or so, it'll be Ognum's fault. Let's see what happens. Will it work? Massively huge number. Yes, it is. It is. That's what happens with the procedurally generated universe, so... I'm not going to make it to the top. Oh well. Get exploring. Yeah. Yeah. Here we go. Let's get exploring right away, sir. Absolutely. Whee! Ah, still got hurt. I was wondering how far I could go before I had to hit the jetpack, but that's okay. Nothing got broken. Yes. Oh, you're actually asking seriously, Exilus. Yes, it is. It's part of the autophage storyline that unlocks. I don't exactly remember all the steps involved, but you have to actually, believe it or not, engage with your settlement a little bit more, and you're going to get your little robot dude. And then that quest line starts up. After you leave your settlement and you've pulsed out, not pulsed out, you've hyperspaced to a couple of different systems, you should get interrupted and be told to visit an autophage settlement. And then, not a settlement, but you visit an autophage camp and you start the autophage line of questing. And once you get that line done, you'll be giving access to the to those purple systems and the special drive that'll get you there, including the one for your freighter. So your freighter can go to those systems too. It's an Atlantid, I think. Atlantid upgrade. Could be wrong. And the professor may have ducked out. It's a possibility he may not be here right now. Hey, we got another building. Let's check it out. It's probably just a monolith or something. Or a plaque. Usually, that's what it is. Oh, we even got the special music to indicate you've entered a new system. Oh my. Oh, check that out. That's a pretty cool building. It's even got the radar dish on top that was turning. I swear it was turning just a moment ago. Very interesting. I'm going to ignore the eggs for now. I don't really need them. Yep, I was right. It is turning. It's going back and forth. Fascinating. That's cool. Yep, poop. Let's get some more nanites. We don't really need them, but that's okay. Alright, so we've got ourselves a building. If we go from here... Looks like we're going to go straight north from here. I guess I'll give that a shot. And then at some point, Ognum, you're going to tell me that I need to go east or west, okay? If you're still there, Ognum. I don't know if you're still floating around. Completed. Let's get cracking. Remember, now did you do that math, Happy, over the course of 9 years? How much have we discovered in the past 9 years? If everybody just constantly hit a planet, jumped off, planet, get out of the system, go to the next system. How many would that have been? Because I wonder to myself whether we haven't discovered a little bit more of that. Ognum's razor? How come I never did that before? Oh my gosh. We should have said Ognum's razor a long time ago. Hey, we got another one of these things. Let's go ahead and do this. That's a great sight right there. Just spread-eagled coming down. I love it. Do. Blam. Blam. Key. Let's see if we can get this one right this time. It should be right about there. Yep, got it. Okay. 2. Three. Okay.
Technology prepared.
953 years old, huh? Worth about the same as the other one, though. Up we go. Where it stops, nobody knows. And we got another unknown building over there. That's odd. Okay. Did we... Oh, that's the building we just saw. Never mind. Never mind. I know that. So, where is the building? Building's there, ship's there. We're going that way. Just a little west of north. It's like only 5 to 10% of Euclid Galaxy has been discovered. Really? Especially after all the things that Professor did with the we're taking over Euclid. I thought that was hilarious. That was a fantastic thing. I would have loved to have participated, but I've learned that it's very hard to participate in the schemes that these guys have from the US when it's taking place during GMT times. So it's very difficult for me to get involved in something like that unless it's on an off time. So, but no big deal. And Happy, check, make sure, and I say this to everybody, I know Beeblebum says this too, make sure you guys are still live. If you look down at the bottom, touch your video, bottom left corner, live should have a red dot next to it, but it should also tell you if you're behind on a few seconds. Because I said that quite a time ago. Alright, good. So we're going to keep going this way. No graves yet, Ognum. Another unknown building straight in front of me. Look at that. So if you don't go near the building to undo the marker, it will always let us know of a building that's coming up within about 1,000. And if we're fortunate, it'll tell us what the building is. This is a building then. This is going to be, what do you call it? An abandoned building of some sort. Jeez. That's a very small percentage, my friend.
Warning. Threat detected.
Seriously? What are you attacking? It's abandoned. Dipweeds. Dumb pirates. Okay, we're gonna go off to one side. I don't want to attract attention. There we go. As long as they don't attack me, I should be alright. Pirates. Attacking There's nobody there. What are they attacking? The eggs? Now that would be funny. Those things start spitting at the ship as it flies over. The acid eats through the cockpit. Pirate dead. No, I'm not joining in the defense of an abandoned facility. They're just desperate. I don't know what they're desperate of, but they're desperate. Trying not to lose a ley line, yes. Needs training too, I suppose. Okay, let's turn around. There's the unknown building, there's our ship. Let's go this way a little bit. Okay. I think we got a ley line now. Okay. Moving on. This way. So that way. So we're heading almost due north. Where am I on the planet? On the ground. Why? I'm kidding. Hold on. Right there. Going up this side. MJ. MJ? I didn't see you pop in. I'm so sorry. Good to have you here. No, this is the same Fugitive Run. I've got about... I'm not quite up to Jason's 27 hours or whatever. I think I'm at about 18, 19 hours. We're looking for glyphs at this point. We're looking for graves. We found a second grave today, so progress. And it's all because of Ogden. But Ogden's, you know, not helping me anymore. I want to stand on top of this. There we go. I'm on top of the world! Okay, we want to drift a little bit to the left. So a little bit more that way. It's 2:15. What, in the morning? Good grief. Go to bed. Okay, night-night all. See you later, Exilus. Good to have you here. Thanks for joining us and with your dad jokes and all. We appreciate you, my friend. The Sentinels will do nothing. Kill a snappy plant, and that's all hands on deck. I know. Tell me about it. Those darn little stupid Sentinels. Okay, coming down. Sentinels are very biased, if you ask me. They don't like us.
Life support power low. Technology recharge.
There we go. Okay, Ogden, am I still going the same direction, or should I go? Okay, just a little bit further, he says. Okay, great. I saw that. Innately stealthy. I'm usually pretty stealthy too. I surprise the crap out of people all the time. Sugar Rat could back me up on that. So I love sneaking up on employees and seeing what they're up to. I can't do that here because they're all the same generation as me now. One of them's remote, does a fantastic job, and the other is literally, if I step out of my cubicle, her desk is facing me, so she can see me coming every time. And, you know, don't have much of a choice. Can't sneak up on them. Or Sentinel, actually. Super minority. Well, and you don't like many of my videos, then, Delta. Because, you know, I'm taking out Sentinels left and right, usually, as often as I can. Oh, I know what you're waiting on, Ognum. Okay, first of all, we still sort of lined up. Where are we? We're up to the equator yet? No, that's what you're thinking. You're going to have me go east or west from the equator at this point. Alright, let's do that. Make Sentinels great again. Oh my god. You could make your own Sentinel that came on your side. But you can, Jed. You can. Come on, guys. What's his name? You actually do have your own Sentinel that follows you around, and he actually does fight for you on occasion. It's part of the storyline. It's part of the settlement storyline. When you start getting into settlements, they'll give you your own Sentinel. You'll take parts up to the anomaly, and they create your own Sentinel for you. Telemus? Is that his name? Telemon. Telemon, not Telemon. Yeah, that's his name. Because Telemon was his original name, and he's not really Telemon anymore, but he is. You know, it's kind of strange. It's a very puzzling dude. But he'll just follow you around. Your own personal Sentinel. And if you put the AI into your exomech, it'll follow you around, and you can have friends. Okay, let's check. Laylaps. That's his name. We're almost there. Almost there. I swear I hear something. It's kind of strange. Boink. Alright. No graves. You want us to get 5. So we're at 2. We need 3 more. Relate to everything I've discovered. An excellent, refreshing beverage. Talk about half a glass of HEB on sweet tea. And fill the other with HEB blackberry lemonade. Ooh. Ooh, blackberry lemonade. What's the HEB stand for, just out of curiosity? My wife would probably know it, but I'm curious. But the mech dude, yes. It's quite annoying. I kicked a rock. I just kicked a rock. We're investigating. How dare you kick that rock? What did that rock ever do to you? You jerk. Shoot him! Grocery chain? Ah, gotcha. Okay, very good. And it's their own brand of lemonade. Got it. That's even better. It's nice to have a grocery store chain that'll actually do that, too. I mean, most of them have their own, but, you know, it's always cool to find a nice variant that you didn't have to buy name brand to get, which is always good. Used to always be that way. Like, Heinz has always been one of the best ketchups out there. But after so much time, they had to release their recipe. So a lot of grocery chains started doing that recipe for their ketchup. So you could get the Heinz for, say, $3 a bottle, or you could get the store brand at 99 cents, and guess what? It's exactly the same. There's no difference. But most people don't know that. So they keep buying the same name brand. Mango lemonade. Ooh. There you go, ecosystems. See, again, upset. I'm upset with them. All right, we check the map. We got to see if we're at the equator yet. Take a look around. Nothing to see. What do you think? Is that good enough, Ognum? Are we close enough to the equator now? A little further? Strawberry limeade as well as ranch dressing. Oh, that's cool. As long as they don't have MSG. I hate the MSG. Mango. And every time I hear the word mango, I just think of Mongo from Blazing Saddles. Mongo just pawn in great game of life. Should I shoot him? Good enough. Now east or west, you didn't say. Am I going east or west? Howard Ed Butt, really? That's the name of the store? Interesting. Equatorially satisfactory. Ooh, fancy words. East this time. Okay. All right. East. East. So, what do you guys think? How fast will we find a grave now? Because you just told me to start going east from the equator. Will the answer be within the first 5 minutes? Or will it be never? And I'm doomed to circle this planet. Because you find one grave on a planet, you will find more. That usually means that this planet should have more graves on it. How many is another story. 4.3 minutes or less. Really? Hold on. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Absolutely. Let's start heading a little north of east. There, that's better. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. You're absolutely correct, Demager. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I'll keep going in a more northerly direction for a little bit until we are exactly on the equator. You know, it's funny, I want to start a save on Dune on the same server as Jason and Beebs and Zane and those guys, but I'm so into the current save I've got that I just don't want to start over again yet. So, it is what it is. Let's go to the left of the peak. That should line us a little bit better with getting that number down to 0. We're almost there. Almost there. Hey, we got over 50 people in here. Thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate you, man. Hit the like. Hit the subscribe if you like what you've been seeing. And if you don't like what you've been seeing, subscribe anyway. It's all fun. It's a great chat group we've got on here. And if you're new to the game, great people here can help you out with any questions you have. Type them up. We don't ridicule too badly unless it's Professor Cynical, and then we have to. That was a pretty good cavern. I've got to take a look at that. I'm sorry. This is fabulous. I mean, you could put a base in there. You might even be able to fly your ship in here and land. That would be pretty cool. I'm sorry. I got to just say that. That is pretty neat. All right. We're at 3.89. Okay, we're going to go that way. New players born every week. That would be a good cavern to put a base. That's exactly what I said, Jeb. That was pretty cool. Looking around. Unknown building. That was at over 1,000 units away. That was really neat before it popped into play. So that's cool. Hey, Ed and Ab's dad has joined and has become a member. Thank you very much, Ed and Ab. It's Dad. Dad. I'll just call you Dad. But you're not my dad. Oh, wait, we're past it. Oh, I'm sorry. We can't check it out after all. We have to go this way. Alright, I'll check it out. And we'll come back south a little bit. You twisted my arm. 07 to you, my friend. Appreciate you. Get to the building and head east. Okay, Ogden. Okay, jeez. It's not even a building. What just happened? That was telling me it was a building and it's a grave. What? What just happened? Alright, I am clipping that out later and we're going to post that as a short because that's the strangest thing I've ever run across. So we're saying that the graves are going to show up as buildings now? Yes, Ogden. Thank you. But what? That was an unknown building, ladies and gentlemen. You saw that as well as I did. And I wouldn't have went here if I just you know, you guys are saying, just go to the building anyway. That's really, really weird. But I'm grateful this is number 3. All right. Launch thrusters module. Okay, cool. What in the world? I don't know what to say. Miriam, thank you very much. 07 to you. Didn't even announce it yet. I saw it first. Ha 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 ha. Thank you very much. Who got it? Marty? Marty, thank you very much. And thank you for being here, Marty. I appreciate you, too. Very, very weird. Very strange. We're heading due east from here. Though I'm beginning to wonder. Okay. Ogden, you may be onto something, man. Now, unfortunately, I think what I'm going to do... Hold on. Let me turn around. Okay, we can still see it. Should be west, right? Should be right there. There it is. Okay. Let's highlight it so that we can see it for a little ways, right? And then we're going to go that way. And let's see how far away we can see this grave, and we'll be lined up with it. Oh, yeah, he must be part bloodhound. My gosh, just right? Yeah, I'm sorry, Lucian. I didn't mean to delay too long to upset you there. I was just absolutely flummoxed by it. And that's why you check everything. Darn Skippy. And you know what, MJ? Yes, you were absolutely correct about it being less than 4.3 minutes. Okay, 700 units away. Let's get up to the top of the hill, take another look. I'm curious.
Life support power.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear, I know.
Technology recharge.
Hey, nothing ahead, right? 930 units away. Now, it should remain on there forever until I discover something new. Let's get over here. This looks good. Ah! It vanished. So it's vanished from sight at this point. So it is this way. So what I'm going to do, let me go ahead and land my ship here, and we'll use our ship as a point of reference. Guess I keep stepping away now. It just crushed a rock. Would you chill out, okay? My gosh. Touchy, touchy, touchy. Alright, what do we got? First of all, let's move this into the ship. You need that?
Technology recharge.
Okay, get rid of that. We'll hang on to the rest of the stuff. And Starship Technology. We need to update you. Yeah, I'll use more Pugnium. That's fine.
Recharge.
Can't use it for anything else. Okay. So we're going east. Hundred not found. Yeah, I swear it was. You're absolutely right. What about that time? Let me see there. That was just before the 3-hour mark. All right. It's 12:30 right now. I'm probably going to go for at least another half hour or so, and then I got to start calling quits. Food. My wife gets off work shortly thereafter, and we got some things to get done. And hopefully other people are playing today. I haven't gotten... Well, I've gotten some notifications. Let's check. Hey, Tomaz136, appreciate you following me over on Twitch, my friend. You'll see me over there usually when I'm doing... when there's drops. Okay? When there's drops for No Man's Sky, which we're probably going to see at the next expedition, now that I think about it. Wouldn't that be the case? Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because usually twice a year, and they usually do it at the end of July, early August. So we should see drops coming up, so I'll probably be dual streaming between the two. So. Alright, so what should happen, because I had that grave highlighted, like a building or something like that, don't get me started on that, is any of the buildings that pop up should auto-populate into my viewer.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good question, Tranquilla. Thank you very much for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you. Yeah, maybe just to mess with them a little bit. I don't know. I mean, I can't really do much. These guys are... I mean, Jason's at like level 170 or 180 or something like that at this point. And I am a measly like 65 to 70 right now. He's 100 levels higher than me. So if I start over, I'm never going to get up to that level. But it would be funny to just, like, he goes into a PvP area and then we just all converge on it and take him out. Just as a joke. But I try to stay away from the PvP areas myself. Unless I have to get into them. I get a little nervous because you end up carrying some good stuff on you that you're trying to move around with, good weapons and everything like that, and then you get into a PvP and you're like, uh-oh. There's a possibility these guys have some seriously good, you know, someone with a las gun or something like that takes you out in about a matter of moments. Then you're really messed up. I'm going to say next one, PvP, the end game for Dude? No, it's not really. There is an end game to it, if I'm not mistaken. I just, no clue what it is. I'm enjoying just playing the game for what it is and having a good time. So, just to be clear. Okay, Ognum, we're at your mercy right now. Gravedigger? Is that what that means? Or, you know... Should have been a shovel, though. Grave picker. Grave miner? Yeah, we're grave mining. That's a good way of putting it. So, continue east. What's my... I'm at 1.15, so... We're doing pretty good. We're on track on the equator here. No shovel. Oh, there isn't a shovel. That's why. Okay. Supercharge his Ouija board. That's okay. Don't do much with Ouija boards, guys. That's just not me. The mysticism is a bit over the top. Alright, there we go. That way. Ognum, still go? Same route? You got 30 minutes to find me 2 more graves. Come on, man. Should I go north a little ways? Or stick with the equator? Just about lined up perfectly with the equator right now. There we go. There we go. We are actually just about at the equator now. Hold on. Too far. We're on the equator right now. It's all on you, man. It's all on you. I'm not going to stick to the equator perfectly, so I'm not going to worry about it. About as close to the equator as you can possibly get. Roll of dice. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. RNG at this point, right? So you're trying to take the pressure off of you now. Look at that. Crashed freighter. And yes, it's a different one, in case anyone's wondering. I don't circle around too often like Jason does. We'll head over to there. Okay, it's not quite off the equator, but pretty close. And should I know? Scanning doesn't really help any with this, because you're not scanning for buildings. That's just scanning for resources. Ah, Warehouse 13 reference. Very nice. Very nice reference. Love the show. Love the characters in the show, the people that they had, the actors and stuff, actors and actresses. Love them to death. Fun show. There we go. Come on now. G in RNG stands for goop, random number goop. That's really strange. I don't think I'd want to touch it, to be honest with you. Not much touching goop. Okay, where's my buildings? I should have something, right? That's what I get for saying things. Now, the weird thing about this building is that it's not 1,000 units away, so it shouldn't be a grave. There's the music. And it's a building. So I'm not going to go near the building. I'm going to continue on. We're just going to bypass it. And because it's highlighted, anything else that pops up should pop up. We're in a good ley line, though. Magic 8 balls with? Ah, random number goop. That's exactly what they filled those magic 8 balls with. Random number goop. Where is everything? There's nothing here. There's nothing on radar. What the heck? That's really strange. I mean, I know it's a low atmo planet, but for crying out loud, you need to kick a rock or something like that. There we go. Resources are popping up again. Ancient data. Eggs I'm not worried about. Run into no graves. Hi, Bob. Where's Bob? Bob's in here? Hi, Bob. Did you have a nice 4th with a cup of tea? Nerdburn, good to have you, by the way. Nothing. Nothing, I tell you. Okay, resources. I need buildings. Apparently. So that's good to know. When we cut that out and put that into a short later, it's going to be mind-blowing, and I'll have to tell Jason about it that, you know, don't ignore the unknown buildings on these planets, because they could turn out to be an unknown grave, or an unmarked grave, if you will. Okay, how's my 0.69? Very nice. Oh, last I checked I wasn't Bob. I've been called Bob before, believe it or not. Back in the day, early days of tech support, I was called Bob quite often. And Carl. Carl was another name I was called. I don't understand it. But hey, you know, it is what it is. But I did have a great time. I did have a great time. It was a nice day. I wish I could have spent it without a migraine yesterday, but that's okay. I'll take the migraine on a day off over a migraine on a day I'm at work. Anytime. It's called Bob too. So enjoyed Eureka. Eureka was a great show, I'll be honest. I know that one of them was a spin-off from the other. I think Warehouse 13 was a spin-off from Eureka, if I remember correctly. But that was a great show, I do agree. Indigenous name now. Runs no graves. I am runs no graves. I will find nothing ever. But unless I have Ognum's razor with me, in which case I will be cutting graves like crazy. or something like that. Really fun shoe? As an American, I can ask you if you use... Why is my 4th of July and not July 4th? A lot of people do call it the July 4th celebration. So, I don't know. I think that's a way of them cheating. Okay, still not seeing anything. I'd love to end with one more grave. I think that would be awesome. If we could get one more grave and just put this to rest that, hey, graves are possible, but now we know what we need to be looking for. Try to stick to the equator if you can, because Ogden says so. And research every uninhabited building or unknown building you can. And if it shows up at 1,000 units away, it's most likely not a building. The pirate game, you mean? No, I didn't. I actually, it's funny, I was talking to Jason about it. Me and him were chatting on Discord back and forth a little bit about, you know, the draw from No Man's Sky. Like, for instance, we got about 50 people here right now watching No Man's Sky. That seems to be my average now of people watching me on No Man's Sky. But when I'm doing Dune, it usually is at least half, if not less, than that watching it. And I was asking Jason about it, and Jason's like, well, that's common. He says, you're not playing the normal game that you normally play, and people aren't looking for that game. They're looking for No Man's Sky. He says, you're not known to do Dune yet, but as you get more and more involved with it, you'll get more people. And then he asked me about Keymap. I think it's called Keymapper or something like that. And did I get a key for the game? Because I was telling him in pirate terms, I hope he had a great time with playing the pirate game. And he's like, you know, if you join that, they will hand out, you know, and all these new game developers will hand out keys on occasion to content creators to say, hey, if you'll just go ahead and do a little free advertising for my content, you know, I'll let you play early access, do a little beta, and you can stream it. I'm like, oh, well, that's cool. I'll start joining that. So I didn't know that was a thing. I'm now part of that thing. I haven't gotten anything yet. So when I do, I'll let you know. I only stream twice a week, Wednesdays and Saturdays, and I try to do it every other Wednesday. So that's so I have time to get a couple extra videos knocked out and things like that on that extra day. So this week seems to be a bit weird. I think my wife's working Wednesday morning instead of Wednesday evening, so she may just have to suffer a little bit and let me go ahead and knock some videos out. We'll see what happens. Gaming is the devil's board game? It can be. It can be. Another ship over Los Angeles? Yes, yes, he did. That was a couple different people, right? It did it twice, actually. Just look out for you, Paul. Well, thanks, Ed. I appreciate you. Survival Bob. Oh, 100% Survival Bob. Love Bob. Every time I see a character, No Man's Sky character running through with a Bob thong on, I think of Bob. Starduster, take care. Good luck finding dead bodies. Well, you know, if this wasn't in No Man's Sky that you were saying it, that would be a really odd thing to be saying to somebody on a, you know. I'm going to try that at work sometimes. And just say, hey, take care, everybody. Good luck finding dead bodies. Just see what happens. I wonder what they'll say. But thank you, Stardust. I always appreciate you having here. And see you next time. It'll probably be next Saturday. I don't think I'm going to be streaming this Wednesday. I'll probably be doing it next Saturday. And then the Saturday after that, I'll probably be away. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how it goes. But take care. Have a great weekend. Want the anti-gravity tech that floats the graves. Oh, I know what you mean. With the little icon that literally is floating in the air. Yeah, that would be great. But some ships do that too, you know. I got a couple ships that do that. They don't have landing grids. They have little anti-gravs that let them float over the ground. You know what ships I'm talking about. Ogden, what's going on, man? I'm not finding anything again, Ogden, so something's getting a little bit upsetting here. You notice I'm heading east still Did I turn around? Hold on a second. No, the ship isn't that way. Let me see where we are. We're over here. Still going east. Okay, yeah, I won't do it until we get to 180. Alright, so we keep going. Alright, I got this. We're back on track. But Ognum, I need some direction here. So many gamers. Indeed. Pretty much everybody here. Oh, did I get a message? Okay, alright, just my daughter touching base. Nothing, okay. Oh, you know what? Could use a little oxygen. And since those two were sitting so conveniently right side by side like that, I thought I'd take them both out at the same time. Ognum's Run. That's what I should name it. The Ognum Fugitive Challenge. Starring Ognum. Too bad there wasn't a ship called the Razor Crest, then it could be Ognum's Razor Crest. I don't know. I don't think that really fell well. Alright, we got some deposits. Rusted metal. Cobalt. Anything, Ognum? Anything? I'm still drunk. Well, okay. And if you were watching Bob earlier, then that would explain why you're drunk. Investigating. You killed a plant. I hit a rock on the way out. Here, I'm gonna kick your rock too. Just to really piss you off. I'll grab that oxygen. I could use some. Next big oxygen patch, I'll probably stop if I find one. Because I'm not really looking for one. You all know I'm looking for a grave. And we got 10 more minutes. Ognum, come on, man. Investigate your bloody head over it. Go ahead. Alright. Nothing. CDH, good to have you here. Thank you very much for joining us. Bob. No pressure, dude. Oh no, all the pressure. No, Ognum deserves all the pressure. Because Ognum is finding us these graves, so I'm going to keep telling Ognum, I'm not finding a grave right now, Ognum. What's going on? And he's going to have to come through for me. Because it seems to be working. Let's just put it, let's be frank, okay? Especially if you don't feel like being Bob right now. Be frank instead. And Frank should be telling us what we should be doing. No graves, Bob. Or Ognum. Or Frank. Whatever we want to call you now. Look at that. Still tight roping the equator. How about Tom? Tom's good. It's been a while. Been so busy with work. I've been watching the recorded live streams though. I appreciate that, man. Obviously drop a line whenever you've got something going on, or you know, you've got questions, or you know, obviously criticisms would be welcome too. Because everybody likes to criticize how I play. You know, obviously. You should. You should. I'm not great at this, but Ognum, where's my grave? Darn you, Ognum. Tom. Frank. Whatever your name is. Okay, it's actually not bad, right? I don't know which way we gotta go. I think the ship is further. Okay, that way. Everyone is an expert. They all are. Absolutely. 100% agree with you there. They're all experts. Come on, experts. What am I doing?
Life support power.
I'm filling my life support, that's correct.
Technology recharge.
What else? So nice. Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate you. I'm assuming you're referring to me because you can't hear anybody else in the chat. Unless you have some kind of voice filter that comes in and just tell... Never mind, I don't even want to go there. I'll start digging. You may protest, but I've already categorized you as great at No Man's Sky, ElanPaul. Well, thank you, dear. I always appreciate you. And sometimes Ognum. Definitely Marani, obviously. I do miss her greetings and salutations. Even if she isn't going to watch the stream, it'd be great if she just jumped in once in a while, dropped that in, and disappeared. I think it would be cool. We've had a Marani sighting. Whoop, 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 whoop. I'll take you and you. Thank you. No? No? Okay. Hate when you get that one run and you just try to launch and you just get it not quite right and it's just enough to tick you off. Come on, Ogden. We're down to 6 minutes. We're looking for dead bodies, yes. Steve, being very patient finding those pesky graves. Am I being patient? I think I might have finally beat Jason at this one. I mean, I will never get a faster run than him at finding a no starter ship challenge at 4 minutes, but hey, you know, it is what it is. But we're looking for dead bobbies. Ah, I see what you did there. Very good. Dead bobbies. Well, thank you, Streamlabs. I appreciate you. Hit the like button, guys. Oh, I still got crap open on my screen. There we go. I gotta do this again. There we go. Alright, now we're back. It's fun to call random luck. I know. We know it's not luck. It's just, it's randomness. It's, what we used to say. If you're fortunate enough to come across it. But randomness is correct. I'm holding down the W so hard my finger hurts. I don't know why. You don't have to hold it down that hard, honestly. Let's be clear. Am I off a little bit? No, I'm not. Good. Deep for that one, Demager. That's another pun, sorry. It's like quantumness. Convergence of fortuitous circumstances. Careful, you're going to hurt people with that kind of language, my friend. Brains are toasting as we speak. What? Like a line going across the ground. That's really weird. Come on, grave. Give me one more grave. We've got 4 minutes to find a grave. Let's go. Praise be to the great and wondrous Ogden. I have now created a death cult to increase your odds at finding graves. I swear, if I find a grave now suddenly, it will be absolutely hilarious. It's working! I'm dying to see how this turns out. Confederacy of Dunces? Just play No Man's Sky. Oh, good grief. I think that's why I should stream more often, is just to get laughs in. It's just too funny. All praise be to Hognum. Hognum, ooh ha ha. We gotta have something that we can chant. I need to come in with some kind of war paint or something like that on my face. No, that's not going to happen. That's no way to create an exocraft in abandoned mode before going to the anomaly. I don't think there is. Unless you can somehow finagle a way to discover a recipe for it, I don't see any way to do that, no. Occurrences. Can't sleep. Maybe Elon can engrave this on the planet. I moved from Xbox, so why is this game not a summer sale? Not yet. It was a summer sale a couple days ago, at the very least. Remember them talking about the sales that were out. We were wondering whether that might mean something. That was about a week ago, I think. But it was on sale on Steam for $20. But I think it might be just the Steam summer sale. I don't think it affected all the consoles. I don't know if you've purchased it yet. If you have, sorry, because it'll probably go on sale here in about 2 weeks, maybe 3. We're expecting the next expedition to come out about the 23rd or so. That's what Professor Cynical says, and we all know to believe Professor Cynical. Haha, I did that purposely just to piss that guy off. Yeah. So keep an eye open for that. I lost my momentum. Alright, Ognum, I'm running out of steam here. We got like a minute left. Where's my grave? Huh? Where is it? Ognum. All the graves are in the west. Oh, you piece of crap, you. Let me see. You think they're all in the west? But no, we found the first one going east, man. Come on. Yeah, flying through the air like that. That is actually a good screenshot right there. Guess what my next picture is going to be for the next abandoned, what do you call it? The next Fugitive Run stream. Right there. That's what we're going to use. Ah, crap. Let's get another one. We just got to change. There we go, like that. And then let's get the jetpack going. And we'll pull back. And that is a Jason jetpack trail. That's what that is. Yeah. Hit the wrong button. There we go. Okay, let's take a look around. Just because of all that, Ognum, I'll give you just a couple more minutes and then we're going to call this. Come on now. And if you're telling me to go back the other way, I'm going to have to get very angry. We're on the equator. We're heading east like you told me to. Get one of the rings. Are you kidding me? I can't go up there. That would be really cool. Like that. That looks pretty good. And I'm just dropping again. Alright. Back to the east. See, I'm off now. I'm not going at the equator again. Go skating on the rings. I would love to go skating on the rings. I think that would be pretty cool. But I just pictured Mario Kart, so that's not good. I didn't say that out loud. That is all theirs. Not for me. Okay. So I think we need to just call it quits here. This was a good planet. We've got 2 graves on this planet, so that's good. And I think we ought to continue for a little while on this one on our next episode. And I think we can continue to go east. Where are we? -20, -19, 18. We're going to get back to the equator. Let's get off this mountain here. Once we get back down to 0, we'll park our ship near here and go ahead and call it. Whoop, too far, too far. Easy. Okay, just drop. There we go. Okay, we're good. Alright, so we have no buildings nearby or anything that has come up in a while, so I think we're just going to call it right here. And we're going to put the ship in line with the unknown building back there. Not that it makes a difference at this point, but we'll know to head east, the direction of the ship. I can't put a base down. Can't put a base computer down against the rules. It has to be an abandoned system and inside of a cave. It's the only time I can do that. Alright, so this was really, really good. I think we did a great job here. And get a save point. Alright, good. One more quick peek around just to make sure nothing else popped up, nothing else did. What we could do is we could take the ship on the next one and actually go through on an easterly direction and check that out. That might work. We'll see how that goes. Alright, let's jump out. Mode select. See how far we are. We are now at 19, nearly 19 and a half hours on that save. That's where we are with this so far. We haven't quite caught up to Jason yet, but I think we're further ahead. We got 3 glyphs, so that's really good. And yeah, I think that'll be great for next time. And that will probably be next Saturday. Next Saturday we'll probably do a stream. If I want to do another stream this Wednesday, I'll let you know. But most likely I won't be. So just keep that in mind. But we'll have an update on Tuesday as usual. So thank you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to go back over here and let's check out who is streaming right now. There was some people streaming. I did get some updates that people were streaming right now. So I'm going to check that out. Got a few extra subscribers. I want to thank you guys for that. 07 to all of you. The donations, I appreciate it. Thank you very, very, very much. Memberships, fantastic. Thank you, thank you. You guys are great. All right, let me see. Redirect. Who we got? Not you. Okay. All right, we got some Dune going on. I have no idea what that is. Let me see. Who else? There's a bunch of upcomings, but that seems to be it. Okay, good. So I do want to raid somebody. I don't raid them too often. Molly Berry is actually a lot of fun to watch. Molly plays No Man's Sky on occasion, but she's been really sucked into Dune like you wouldn't believe. She mostly streams on Twitch, but she does have a YouTube channel as well. She does a lot of streaming on both. We'll go ahead and raid her. We'll say hi. Go ahead and hit a like for her, guys. Hit a like here if you would too before you leave. And hit a like for her before you leave her channel. Say hi. She really is absolutely awesome. And we'll see how she's doing for a little bit there. And again, I want to thank you guys for watching. You guys have been fantastic. Appreciate you, and we will see you guys next time again, next Saturday, and we'll see how that goes. You all have a great weekend. Thank you very much for being here, everybody. I thank you so much. You guys have been absolutely awesome and amazing. Excellent. Go to sleep. All right, guys, take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.